back to 2025. It's what? Already?
Come.
I got like 3 words in. No, not even. I got
2 syllables in.
2 syllables in.
Oh, one of those syllables.
Me and Sam just looked at each other and went,
Excellent start.
Seize the joy in the apocalypse, for there might not be much.
yeah, the world just ended. Kind of
Yeah, okay, alright, that's fair. Alright.
And it's not our fault. Like, it's not our fault.
Yeah, exactly.
We
not-
definitely
it's not-
didn't have a chance to stop it or uncover any conspiracies.
Yeah,
We were too
exactly.
busy egging.
But also, it's kind of
Sounds like a euphemism.
it's kind of what's his name's fault for dying to the assassin and then getting his identity taken.
No, it's our fault for sending stuff off after the stupid gems.
It's Alf's fault for picking us as his coterie, let's be real.
Yeah.
But also,
I
with-
wouldn't have picked us.
When you've got a bad employee, the main person at fault is the hiring manager.
But did we not know that these people were bad and they still did nothing about it? Yes, or at least one of us did.
So,
That was called a conspiracy
We tried
theorist.
to detect some stuff. We
yeah.
didn't go,
Hey,
oh,
no
wait,
one-
you're just a prick.
No one called
Yes.
yeah, no one
Nah, and that's the big
Aggie
one.
Hey, Wolfie.
is the main one.
Aggie
Glee, kind of.
betrayal. Well,
Yeah,
to,
that's the one that hurts.
to recap last sesh, you guys were in Ashara. You were getting your egg game really ramped up. You're going to start an egg mafia, from what I remember.
Agarthia.
Exactly. And then you got all pimped out. You went to the tailors and...
Oh yes, I got a noise snores.
Oh, yes!
That's all
Oh my god.
the snagger of the snowy snores.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
I've also
Oh, I just
ended
blanked
the-
that out.
I've ended the universe now. My only set of clothes is some grunge mesh t-shirt.
80s.
Oh yeah, I've got
80s
my
metal.
book.
Yeah, you are.
You know,
I
at
really
the end
meant
of,
all that.
you know at the end of School of Rock how they've got
Yeah.
you look like the lead singer.
Oh, I'm that guy.
Who has the leather jacket with no torso? He
So,
sees your sleeveless jacket and raises you a torso-less jacket.
I'm the sleeves only kind of man.
Arms can't stay very warm, but the torso.
Chad,
No,
you
but-
it was
Oh.
hard
Gotta
24/7.
keep those extremities warm.
I forgot about your goth 90s outfit with your fishnet shirt and your... So that was beautiful. I think Keegs went with something classy, to be
I was
honest.
just wearing the same stuff because I don't think at any point my outfit got destroyed. After the
true.
first
Yeah,
one.
so you're in like a turtleneck and chain and some nice feet.
I'm
some
wearing
nice.
like a nice suit. I've got the cane. I've got the belt buckle with 1,000 gold opal all
Yeah.
over it. Like, I look fine.
And then the rest of them, it's just like... Captain Hook. Friggin',
Captain Hook.
I don't know, someone from a Blade movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Blade
the
Raven.
R-rated Blade movie.
Yeah. And then, I mean, just a...
It's just a bit more tattered.
Yeah.
Snore stuff.
Yeah, with a fancy bowler. So yeah, then you went to the binding ceremony, which was just a bundle of fun. Aggie threw you some pies, and
And
then
then threw me some betrayal.
threw you a curveball. So Vannon proceeded to... Oh, I should probably put my phone on shush mode. Shush phone.
Not silent.
Oh, I'm on the TV upstairs, and Ivy's reaching up at the TV. Okay, that was worth it. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Ivy. See if that works. Leash, let me know if that works. Sorry, yeah, Vanna. And the destroying and the world and the haven. Before that, you got some eye patches as well. You got like 10
God, yeah.
classy eye patches.
All the
Because I
different
couldn't, couldn't decide.
Yep.
I was like, well, just,
No.
just make me a
It
10
was-
pack.
It was...
10 have to go.
That'll be a gold, and you said, "Oh, I don't want to use my gold. I just got it even. Here's a platinum." She's
That's
so...
right, make me 10. Oh, that is
Okay.
right, yeah.
That sounds about right.
It's gone down to a nice, even, crispy 4,000.
And you're like, "No."
Yeah, that's right. I was like, you made me 2 see-through eye patches, so I can wear 2.
So classy. Then you were also chatting to Maribel, grilling her to see if she had like done some mind magic on Aximus.
We were very thorough in investigating.
Yeah, you
all
really
the
were.
wrong ones.
Yeah, investigating her. Yeah, and who was it? It was Peepo. Peepo was the other one that you
yeah, we-
investigated.
Right.
So you made a witch, huh?
Witchy children.
Oh, that was good. That was good times. She loved it. Excellent. That's good, Leashy. Yeah, then Vannon did a mischief. So the transfer of power between father and son happened. And then a little spell scroll was snuck in there right at the end that Vannon used to attempt to kill Aximus, but his father was in the way, thus disintegrating him. Then he opened a little pocket into space,
Kanuna.
pulled out a piece of panite or Zacathracasti and crushed it. Now, you as characters don't know this, but the world stopped, time stopped. And when it unstopped, Vannon was next to Alphanus, and they teleported away.
Oh yeah, that's right. He time stopped.
Yes. Now, the spectral chains that were... This is too happy.
I feel like this is appropriate for a recap. It's like the start of the next Lord of the Rings, where it's like the world is...
Yeah. All right, then. We'll keep it.
All things are good.
Just put like a Kate Blanchett
Nothing
voice
wrong.
for this
Yeah.
when you upload the VOD.
Put on the dress.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? 2025 me is different.
Anything for the views.
Yeah. It'll get plenty.
Really vast up category now.
Just chatting.
The dream, we're finally here. Also, Isaac, your nipple is out. We are in the bathtub category.
Bathtub cannon.
Yeah.
Finally, we've made it.
So yes, as the binding was happening, you were all spectrally bound with a chain to Alphanus, or Maximus, as his name actually is. And when the sky shattered, you were dragged with Vannon and Alphanus.
And the other black chains.
Yes, all of the other chains.
Chains.
However, while you were being pulled through, think Ant-Man going into the subatomic domain, just like absolute madness, chaos. That's strike two.
One was striking through.
He did not take it well.
His chain broke anymore.
You'll wake up in space and through it. That's true.
Maybe I'm in space and third and that's
He doesn't even die because of lack of oxygen. He died.
There was nothing that anyone could do.
It's a shame. But are we going to get the first deck draw of 2025? No, the deck is gone.
Deck is long gone.
Yeah.
The deck is gone.
falling out for the deck.
Rest in pepperonis. So, as you were being dragged, this spectral chain sort of entering your being, not physically, but connected to something. You are pulled through the same portal that Alphanus and Vannon exit through. The material plane, once you are through it, the material plane ceases to be. As you saw the sky sort of splitting apart, like icebergs cracking and separating. You see otherworldly light between them. And as you're being pulled along, the chains that connect all of you to Alphanus are pulled in a different direction, away from him. And you are pulled to a bizarre alien location. No, Mum, I cannot answer the phone right now. Just...
Is that its name?
Yes.
Is that
Strange world.
My mother is calling. I love you, Mum,
How do I
but...
spell
yeah.
that?
So,
Jelly Bennett?
you are pulled down onto a platform of sorts. And you find yourselves in the heart of a celestial orrery, or an observatory. Before you is an awe-inspiring expanse where the intricate dance of planets, stars, and constellations unfold, as well as the endless void that swallows it all. The observatory stands on a Goliath chunk of rock floating in a vast sea of darkness. You witness things beyond your comprehension almost. You see nature down at its most fundamental level, but from infinitely far away. And that is your backdrop, the focus of where you are. Before you stand 7 towering beings, gods or myriad members, each radiant and brilliant to behold in different ways. Their forms are familiar, but alien at the same time. Something different about them. And they embody the essence of their domain in an ephemeral way. Sort of, you can almost understand them just by looking at them, what they stand for, what they intend to do. In their hands, each one holds one of your spectral chains. They glow with an otherworldly energy, shifting colours like an aurora. And the chains connected to each of you sort of go slack as you land in front of them. So, Gimri, you can all see each other. So you and your coterie. You can all see the 7 members of the Myriad.
Who's standing before Kincaid?
Well, someone you would have never seen. You would assume it's Zarthaxides.
Yeah. Giant Phoenix.
We've seen Zarthaxides, but not in, I guess, the form that he's talking about.
Just a man in like a bird hat.
These great beings, all of a sudden they minimize down to your level. Something, you know, that doesn't hurt your brain to look at, something you can connect with. And your patron, essentially, your member of the Myriad,
Balmor.
whose domain you represent, Balmor. 4 arms. Each of the Myriad,
We fist bump all 4. Never practiced that.
each of the Myriad have eyes glowing with radiant light in their place of an eyeball. But Balmor speaks first, his voice deep and gentle at the same time. The barrier has been brought low. We have little time. You each have your specific domains, which you'll serve. And the balance of all life depends on your tenacity and dedication. Things currently are... things are skewed to one side. In the wrong direction. And you've each been chosen for good reason, for you can represent and stand for those that are unable to do anything about this. The locus of the plains, your so-called Alos, no longer resides on what you call the material plane. The fact that he is what bound the material plane together is problematic, as without him there, the amalgamation of subsequent planes beneath have separated. Your duty to all that live there, as you have accepted today, is to undo that wrong and right the balance. If you can balance the scales again, fair adventurers, you may find a way to repair equilibrium and bring back your mortal plane. Otherwise, the material plane will be gone forever, lost in the void. And you must actively intervene, unlike what would normally happen. As time is short, I will allow each of you one question. Gimrick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Too late. No, I'm kidding.
It's
Indecisive.
Next.
it's difficult because you say that it is skewed in the wrong direction, but is it not the cause of balance to have that shifting sands? Has it not been skewed to our side, the side of perfection, of wholeness, of being held together for so long? Is this not a continuation of balance? Are we in a cycle of chaos now?
Well, all parts of the cycle are creative and destructive. You will always oppose another domain. Your domain change. That you oppose is against change. That is what keeps the balance. Currently, you oppose multiple. There has been a disruption to the natural order of things. That is what you must right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Enough of a...
Yeah.
So, damn it, I need names. Drokar. Just as you go to the fridge. Drokar. You have seen his form recently, but he stands there before you as intimidating as ever. Still as stone. Speak. Wait, have I described any of each of your deities to all of you?
No.
No idea.
Okay, sorry, yes, that is something I should.
I think so. We've seen
The only
like,
just
the
Zarthak
earthly-
cities.
We've seen the earthly
we've seen-
form of Zarthak
And when
Yeah.
he meditates.
and yes.
Yes, okay,
But
cool.
these
I
two,
got a big monkey man.
and also when he met Cordell, it was just
That's alright, I'll go through.
it was
You have two?
solo, so we never actually heard the
Yeah.
description.
Yeah, true. Alright, so... Sorry, let me get to him. So Drokar, think like a classic monk, like the beads around the neck, no shirt, just ripped, a mountain of a man. Yeah.
I was picturing like the Blade Master from Warcraft 3.
Yep. Whatever you wanted to be. Sure, he's got a flag as well.
Big ass.
Oh, yeah, hero and obey. Yes, so essentially, Drokar, that is what he looks like.
Hell yeah.
Balmor is a behemoth with 4 arms. He's taken the form of a man, still with 4 arms, but each has come down to your level just to make things simpler for you. But an elemental foundry is where Gimrick found him initially, working on raw elements to wrought change in the world around him. You all know where Drokar was. Varys, before Varys stands 2 parts of one creature. So, reflected by the coins that he carries, one side is... You'd liken him to an accountant. Number cruncher. Still imposing to behold, but not martially, scary, like yours appears. He balances the tallies of right and wrong for each person. His flip side, think more of a, if you know them, think more of a Slanesh demonette. So alien, vicious, angular bones, just very lethal looking. And she exacts those that are overdrawn or have done the wrong thing without punishment. Hence the coins that Varys carries, any that are given the coin, indicates that Kezia, the evil side, Marius,
Emperor is the Rizzler.
Marius and Kezia. Marius will give her tokens essentially to punish those that deserve it.
Judge and execution.
Yeah, but in one being. So yes, a little, just so that you can imagine them a bit easier. And then Zarthaxides, you have all seen the spectral phoenix, whose wings and pinions contain the faces of, well, essentially souls stored within its wings. It takes the form of a man, feathered sort of hair instead of normal hair. Slender. Like a bird of prey almost.
I'm kind of picturing. Do you remember like the art that I had for Pilchard? Because it's just like really tall, slender man with like peacock feathers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
I feel like that'd be
Pilchard Cannon and Pilchard Zarthaxides.
Oh, weird.
I hope not. Actually, can I have a redo on? Can you mulligan your god again?
Easy.
I know I mulliganed my god already. Can I have the
He sees you as that, oh, you're a juicy one.
Watch the guy from Blackpool. The clean.
Yeah.
You have very dusty.
So, sorry, that was an aside. Drokar just says, speak.
So as we know, there were 7 people not exactly doing the right thing that caused this. But there was an 8th chain connected to nothing. Was that Shothragot or some sort of a deity they're working for, or what exactly was that 8th chain connected to that was invisible?
The 8th chain is connected to that which should not be alive.
The Asimo?
Yes.
It's all connected.
So, essentially, Trishon probably using these people to extend his life.
Maybe. If it is Trishan that is still the one.
That's my
Follow-up
God,
question.
that was supposed to be taken care of.
No.
Trishon?
No.
Would you like to speak to Marius or Kezia?
Does he get 2 questions if he's got 2 of them? Surely.
Probably only get one.
And they both half answer.
Oh, they like alternate words.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that in That's
With different accents.
that would be so freaking hard. Holy crap.
French and Irish.
Yeah, where's the nearest member of the Shadow Coterie?
Well, one resides within each of the subsequent planes.
Right.
Near is a relative term that doesn't really apply.
Alright, well then, why was Ricky such a nerd with his question?
What?
Marius looks at you.
First of all, how come he gets 2? Like, don't answer that.
But you asked the question.
Second of all, how dare you? Do you know who my father is?
It's just my thought of the question.
No! Cabin safety!
Zarthaxides in strange humanoid form sort of peers at you down a long hooked nose. And your question?
First of all, love the hair. I was going to ask how I could do that, but that would be my question. So I'm not going to.
Oh, I made a big mistake.
Do you use product? No, no!
Hey, might have got pickled eggs that were left in his pockets.
We got a name.
Where else some eggs?
Alright, what's that? No, that's not my question. Ha.
We are short of time.
If you were us, and you wanted to restore the balance and get the material plane back, Where would you start? Where and how would you start?
And why would you start?
Ask a better question.
What you get to redo?
Okay.
That is for you to figure out yourselves.
Where's the arsenal?
Where? No.
So the answer before made it sound
Well, they've not wasted their question, so now the pressure's really on Kincaid.
How do
You don't like it when somebody else does it, do you? No!
Is this what you guys feel like all the time? It's awful. I hate this responsibility.
Zarth actually says, no, that's not what they feel like all the time.
No, I was asking them, not you, that's not my question.
Question over.
Do we just have to should we just kill the Shadow Coterie, or is there some big ritual or something to get it back?
You must kill that which should not be connected.
Perfect, that'll do.
So kill everything that's got a bad chain.
Technically, that
Starting
was
with the
rehash of my answer I got before, so can you just ask another one?
No.
Yeah, can that be part of his? Can that just be like a follow-up, like not a real question, like a footnote?
Because that's just the same thing twice. I'm just saying, is that right, Rogal?
So the members of the Myriad just look at each other.
Sigh.
Hey, we picked you came to
made
us.
these
You
choices.
came to us. We were happy picking
Oh, I should have asked
eggs.
how to unlock the next level of my drum. Everyone else is getting cool upgrades.
So, what is the bonus on your drum?
It's just my songs.
Okay.
If he bangs his drum, then
Imperium.
Now, I believe you have a +2 on your bow. Same with your sword.
I've got plus 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 2.
I don't know if mine even gives me a bonus. I forget.
You just get a sick ass weasel.
Yeah.
I've just got the Awakened teacher. I don't know if there's like an Awakened .2 or something.
Is that the newest one?
Is there a new one?
It's the latest one he sent to you. Like, he hasn't sent one recently.
Does it have the monk stuff on it?
What monk stuff?
Oh no, the Battlemaster one. Sorry.
Yeah, Battlemaster. And then in my thing right here.
Yeah, he got his fighter things.
Yeah, the Battlemaster is what I meant.
I've got like this here.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yes, I think there's.
So,
I'm
Were-
still asking questions as well.
I am speaking.
This is Ook.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is Ook. Are the other two asking questions?
Other two.
Yeah. The Myriad.
Yeah, there was
the-
7 of us.
the-
Tornic and
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
there's
neighbour
4.
and
Oh,
Gil.
and, well, 5.
Oh, and Gil, sorry. I forgot about it.
Yeah, you did. Poor Gil.
Couldn't see him down there.
They don't appear to be with you right now.
Right.
Traitors.
They've betrayed us too.
Well, they're already dead.
So, were you to have proven yourself for the domain that you represent,
Change. I just stretch and show him all my new testicles. Didn't you have 7?
I've never seen eyelids before, but you swear for a moment you see one of their eyelids. Just a moment.
He's like, yeah, I really chose this man.
About Frog Egg, Ricky.
He has
Like
changed.
this star in the background just explode.
He's definitely changed the most out of us.
can I get you all to make?
Saving throw.
Yes.
We're getting screwed.
Charisma saving throws.
They're like, right, this will be easier if we just possess them and act through and just do.
We'll just do it.
Just wield them like
No
flesh
fun.
puppets, like squishy wet Gundams.
We went the Alexa route, it didn't work.
Squishy wet Gundam. It's a horrible image.
It was either squishy wet or squishy meaty Gundams.
Oh, matey. That's
Can I get you all to roll a D100, please?
Oh, I'll use the new Christmas dice.
Definitely Christmas
14, I
time.
think.
Okay.
13.
So it goes to the percentile and then the
Yeah,
tenure.
the double digit is the 10s.
51.
62.
Wow, 13, 14, 51, 62.
That is significant, you're right.
You know what?
You all lose your minds.
We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in those.
As well as other numbers.
So, Ricky, can you roll a D100 again for me, please?
Yes, I can.
Lost this many.
49.
Okay. You begin... As you're all sort of talking amongst yourselves, chatting back to the gods.
Yeah, it was that.
Just being in their presence. You're sort of making eye contact, feeling confident. And there's just this unsettling depth to looking them in the eyes. You begin speaking incomprehensibly, incapable of normal speech. Varys, can I get you to roll a D100 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to be silent for 10 days again.
86.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, you inherit 86 of Ricky's testicles.
That would be bad.
You get the strangest, most overpowering urge to eat something unusual. Dirt or...
Is there much dirt?
No, it's more masonry, like floating rock. So you'd be able to scrabble some together.
Talk about a jawbreaker.
Pretty much.
We're getting real edited netty up in here right now.
Yep. Laura, D100 please.
34.
You are affected by the antipathy spell.
Oh. I like something.
You really dislike what you're looking at. They just seem entirely alien to you, something you've never, like a side of them almost that you've never seen before. And you just sort of, you don't want really anything to do with them right now. Kincaid.
Do you want to?
Yep.
69.
It's a 99.
Oh.
That's got to be good, right?
That's a good thing, right?
The higher the better.
Right, guys?
You suffer madness for 14 days.
You aged 99 years.
Kincaid, you fall unconscious.
Oh. Yeah.
Kincaid looks Zarthaxides in the eyes, and he almost for a second sees his mother staring back at him. And just goes, oh.
No, don't like that.
Nope.
No. What? Nope, I'm out.
So as your situation, I mean, reality sets in a bit. These are not creatures to jostle with or try and exert your will. You're in a place that is entirely theirs. And as all four of you start doing really weird things, your minds bend a little, disturbed by the presence of these alien creatures. Varys, you start scrabbling around in the dirt, trying to, what do I want?
Find some good rock.
Yeah, crunch it down. You're just babbling, Ricky.
So you said I'm affected by a spell, right?
No,
No? It's just like...
this is just madness. Your mind cannot quite handle what you're witnessing. Glabity-lub.
I'm just face down snoring. just drooling in the
How is this
masonry.
different to a normal day?
Yeah.
And in
How
the...
come it didn't fucking code?
He just passed out for Mango Dax.
Yeah, it's about 2 p.m. That's his siesta time.
You look at your watch and you're like, oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Watch just says, the watch just says, I feel sick. My compass is just spinning.
me no likey.
Fast.
So as the presence of them affects you all in a different way, Marius again, were you to have fulfilled, proven that you stand for your domain while on the material plane, is what I was going to say before you all interrupted. Were you to have done that, I could have improved your gift. But we can do that now. The barrier almost is back, so it may be difficult to contact us. May be impossible. I'm not sure yet. But enjoy your gift. And he reaches out and slams on your drum. The sound that comes from it is akin to nothing you've ever heard before. The birth of a galaxy, the heartbeat of a mosquito, rivers of fire, the first nanosecond of a thunderclap, all rolled into this simple beat of a drum. Kincaid, this rouses you immediately. You're on the ground. Sarthaxides is standing above you. And he reaches down and touches your staff. As they do this, you feel that chain pull you away from them. You are bodily yanked back out over the void of infinite galaxies. Oh, good, my stream deck is freaking out. Oh no, it's back. No, it's frozen. Cool. I don't need it right now. But you are pulled away from their presence. As you're pulled away, they resume their previous awe-inspiring forms. The great phoenix, you see the wings emerge again. You see Drokar take his stature, his stance. He just enlarges to the size that you haven't even seen before. They stay in your view for a while until you are pulled through this sort of membrane of space. And then you're falling beneath a burnished sort of copper sky. As you're falling, you see incredible mountains. You see raw earth. You don't really see any plant life where you are falling. You fall about about 100 or so feet, falling downward towards the ground. All of a sudden, the chain that is pulling you goes lax, and you find that you can use your wings to catch yourselves. Varus, you could whip the carpet out while you're falling. And can I get a perception check from you all as you stop sort of, let's say like 50 feet off the ground, or at least slow your descent?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
12.
9.
23.
22.
Beautiful. As you're falling, the landscape is definitely not what you would have seen on the material plane, that's for sure.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
That is correct.
Never
Except
said a truer
you
word,
can't
Ricky.
speak
Is that-
normal language. Varus, the dirt beneath you beckons.
Still got some masonry.
Ooh, I'm crunching on this rock. What was yours, sorry?
I was just afraid of the
Oh,
Nergy.
so you feel great relief to be out of their presence. You're like, I thought they were just like us. I thought they were just like, you know,
Homies are real.
people. But these are, yeah, it feels good. Kincaid,
I'm conscious again.
you're conscious again.
So we just gotta babysit now? We've got a rock eater and a mumbler.
Well, that's not harming.
And he's got narcolepsy now.
Don't test me.
Like Mr. Bean in Rat Race.
So much fun.
Hey, with you! On his little rocking chair.
So, as you're flying above the dirt, you look in all directions completely unfamiliar. You don't know where you are. Looking up at the sky, it's like that sort of twilight time where you can almost see through to the stars. Looking around, you see rocky outcrops, you see mountains, mountain ranges. And you see a cleared path, a road of sorts, off to the north. And the reason that you sort of look in that direction, you see a cloud of dust rising from the road. At the front of the dust, probably, a few hundred feet away from you at this moment. A bit hard to make out. But it looks like a convoy of some description. What would you all like to do?
Are you right, Ricky?
What?
Should we hide?
Wow. Varys just like...
Alright, well, I'll hide. Does that kind of towards the team?
Right.
toward.
Like coming
Yeah, in your direction, yes.
So there's no trees or anything, just like rocks and stuff to hide behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'd have to land...
behind a rock, like by the road?
Sure.
Do you guys hear Anders? Where do you go?
What am I long?
You're just flying away at him, just people.
I guess we'll hide too.
So, can I get a group stealth check, please? So you had a 29.
Okay.
Flaccid 20.
Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Placid 15.
That is flaccid.
I roll a disadvantage, so I got a erect 4.
I don't think that's how it works, but I'll accept it.
A turgid 4.
So erect 4, 15,
20.
20, and 29. Okay. Given that you had a good vantage point, you managed to land, find some outcrops, find large enough stone to hide behind. Away from the road. You're free to go whichever direction you want.
Do we think the caravan's friendly?
Well, I wanted to hide so we could, check him out and then make that decision.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Should we look at
We
them?
could just scope him out.
Yes.
And see. Varys, why are you eating rocks?
Because these ones are good.
Really?
I don't know.
And netherworldly.
Are they nice?
Ricky's he's a fan of eating rock.
I try some.
It's rock.
Varys, this is just rock. It hurts my...
Nah.
It doesn't taste nice and it's hurting my beak.
Does the front of your beak sort of break up? Oh,
Ow.
Oh,
splint
I
there.
have to get some glue and glue that back in. Wait, how do we get things? Like, if I want glue,
We've got a few platinum rods.
where's the glue
Does that
shop
work
here?
here?
Can I try
Where's
summon
the
him?
glue shop?
I think we might need to find the stable for that one.
Can you read me the spell, please?
I wonder if these people have glue.
Are these slightly smaller than normal?
Yeah, it does look kind of smaller.
330 mil, not 375. That's why.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I was like,
this looks like a baby.
Is that out of the 16 pack?
Oh, this is from the Aldi pack. Yeah.
Maybe. Why would they sell
LD.
18 packs?
You gain the service of familiar spirit takes an animal form. You
That
choose
crucial 30
animal
mil.
appearing in an unoccupied
Yeah,
space
these are
within
all
range. The
rules.
familiar has
35.
statistics. The chosen form is
Yep.
celestial fail
Yeah, I
free.
was like, that does look
Acts
similar.
independently of you, but
Like
always
when you
obeys
get
your
in
commands and combat rolls its own initiative and acts on its turn. Can't
So
attack.
I
It can
shot
take
it down.
actions other than normal. When it drops to 0 hit points, disappears, leaving behind no physical form, reappears after you cast the spell again. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss the affiliate to a pocket dimension. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever as an action. While it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
Beautiful. That's fine.
Whenever the familiar drops to 0 hit points, blah,
You're
blah, blah.
OG. Yep. Hermes.
Well, yeah, just to send him to have a look at.
It's normally you just sort of like wave your hand and he. This time it's more like he pushes through, almost like an unseen barrier, but eventually, just a little bit harder.
Magic works, Sonny.
Oh, maybe we should test out the. Wait, did you take it off? You still have it?
Have what?
The portal.
I
Pocket.
think we gave it to like back to Kamuna or something to work on.
Has she got to upgrade it for us?
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so I don't think we have it anymore.
Yeah.
Unless we got it back, I can't remember.
Just think so.
So, can I get stealth on Hermes and perception as well?
Stealth is a crisp 9, and then his observation is a crisp 22.
Shui. Okay. As Hermes, what? You're all in cover. How close to the road are you sort of thinking? Like
We
how?
also like see and judge the convoy, but not so it's like they're gonna see us.
Give me a number.
If there's a good point, like
30 feet, maybe.
probably like 40, 50, like, and like up a bit maybe. So
Sure.
you get a bit of a look down on them.
30 feet.
30? Okay.
30,
I mean,
30 feet? Alright.
That's how far.
Somewhere in that
That's how
sort of.
far my cantrips go.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll
You
be
have
like
to fight. That's
60,
where I need to
like 45.
go. I could be further back because I can move very fast.
You can also
So Hermes flaps out. Usually you would hide Hermes sort of in the canopy, in some tree cover. It's difficult for Hermes to find somewhere to hide. A very unfamiliar location.
Yeah.
Hermes does get a good look though. At the front of what looks to be a metallic sort of carriage, you see a number of humanoids on the front and a number on the back. On a 22, you'd see that there are 6 in total. They appear to be standing very still, each looking in different directions.
Are
What?
they drawn by like a horse or some weird creature that we don't know?
I'll get there.
Okay.
Once it gets within maybe 100 feet, it's traveling at an interesting pace. But you don't see a horse out front. You don't see anything pulling it. And while you're all sort of sitting there, through your feet, you feel just a faint thump through the ground. As they get closer, maybe 50 feet away from Hermes, Hermes can see quite clearly that they are metallic. Yeah. The carriage that is moving of its own volition appears to be either moving magically or otherwise. The carriage itself is sort of a coppery color and looks sealed up pretty tight. Hermes, great eyes, just notices that one of the sentinels on the front looks directly at Hermes. Now, given a 22, you would see that pretty much instantaneously. What would you like to do with Hermes?
and de-summon him.
Okay.
This whole time, has there been any like sort of form of wildlife or any?
Nothing so far.
Just rock.
Think of it like the footage we've seen of Rover on Mars.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was picturing was Futurama ones.
Thus far, you've seen no wildlife.
Yeah.
So you de-summon Hermes. He just... And the Sentinel just very mechanically looks left to right, scanning the horizon.
Are these watchtowers
I
people?
was gonna say this is watchtower.
Looks
Is
like
this
they're
promotion?
metal men. They may have valuables and be worth robbing. Is my professional opinion.
But you're also eating rocks, as you say that.
Yes.
But that's besides the point.
They don't taste good for you.
Honestly, yes.
I feel a little left up.
I just think that would be fun.
And very inexpensive.
So,
Great for digestion.
as a group,
Rubbish off the chain.
what would we like to do?
Shall we say hello? Shall we kill them? Should we just watch them pass?
Should you
I
stay
think
alone
maybe
and
we
I'll
should.
stay here?
Ah, yes.
Maybe we should.
PK, famed negotiator.
I was
Should he do it? Are you sure?
gonna say maybe should I try and wave him down and then we can see if.
Ricky's like, what the hell, man?
Oh, Ricky, you're speaking gibberish.
No, he's right.
In subtitles, trying to pull one over on me.
Yeah, Ricky, you're actually speaking gibberish.
He does.
It's like word salad. Like, you sound like you're just saying,
Okay, as the carriage
Yeah.
is within 50 feet,
So I'll sort of step out, maybe like ruffle my hair up a bit and be like wave him down. Shut
Okay.
up.
That would be hilarious.
the children of the pale right.
Right over.
so
Coming from the thing.
at,
Jeep with a 50 cow. Crests the nearest Martian dune.
as they are getting closer, you can hear the machine clanking and whirring, clattering. But as Thuridin steps out, you hear it begin to slow, and you see it. The noise abates. There are, well, up close, there are 3 beings on the front, about 6 odd feet. They appear to be entirely made of an alloy. You hear a harsh, blaring, robotic squeal. And you're just sort of like, oh, what the hell is that sound? Do you say anything?
Hello, do you understand me?
You see one of the figures. Hey, Ghost of your clan, what's going on? Thank you. I will hydrate.
That's what one of the figures says. Go on. Alright there, lads.
You see, of the 3 figures, one is physically a lot larger than the other 2. In place of a hand, it appears to have some sort of circular saw blade. It jumps down off the train.
You should get a
It lands. It sounds like it weighs a lot. So it's probably 30-ish feet away from you at this point.
That looks cool.
One of the figures standing up on the train itself, you hear it sort of modulate, like changing radio stations, like a few different garbled languages as it comes out with common. Hello. State your business.
Hello. I don't know where I am. I've just ended up here. Could you tell me where I am and what planet this is?
Analyzing. It looks to one of the other figures. You stand before Unit 451-VMO. You are not where you belong.
No.
This is Mechanus.
Was it Unit 3?
451.
Oh, for 1B though.
We're on Mechanus. Not Mechanicus.
Correct.
Just tried to write 3 times before I got it.
When you when you guys were up there like, oh, I love the Mars guys. I love those robots. I was just like,
The flesh is weak. So is this planet just consisting of you metal and rock guys?
yes. Traditionally,
Does that mean there are people here that aren't metal?
in the last year, non-metallic creatures have become more readily available.
What do you mean by readily available?
Comfortable way he phrased that.
As stock. They make great fuel.
They are
Organic matter.
easier to find.
And eat.
Is that sufficient?
Have any of these creatures been intelligent humanoid creatures that maybe we can meet?
I don't know.
Have you spoken to many at all?
Not personally.
Do you know of any other of your kin that have?
No.
Right. Is there a specific location where these creatures tend to appear a bit more? These organic creatures?
I don't know.
I see. Where are you heading off to?
That is restricted.
I just want to know where to get some food around here, because starving is just rocks.
What do you eat?
Organic materials.
I can't help you.
Do any of your other friends know where all the organic matter is located? The ones that have just appeared?
So in essentially the exact same voice, the being next to the one that you were speaking to. No, we cannot. They appear to share
Right.
the same voice. They refer to themselves as we.
Like some kind of robo hive mind. Like bees.
Now please step back. We have business to attend.
Sure. What's down that way, by the way that you came? If I head down there, would it be okay?
Yes.
Is there a city down
Yes.
there? Okay, thank you.
Please step back. And
Go away.
standing close, you see that it's sort of like tank tracks on the sides of it.
Oh, Kincaid is having ideas.
Kincaid's just watching out from behind the rock like, oh.
Walrus. And tracks.
And you hear the gears begin to turn, winding up, and it begins to pick up speed. They watch you intently as you go. They make no movement to wave back. Means nothing to them. They're the same as this.
I turn back.
They begin sort of rumbling away. The rest of you?
I walk up to Ricky and I go, oh, they said there's a city down there.
Yeah,
No, they said there's a city down there.
Why do you think it's called human? Why not total?
That's what he comes out with.
I never thought about it.
Ricky.
Because the humans are very vanilla.
Ricky,
It's
at this
like
point,
humans
your
are
madness
very
drops.
flesh
Varys,
pockets.
your madness also drops. Just temporary. You're like, ooh. It's like mouthful of gravel.
That's not a good one. Nah. Wash it down with some go good, bro good.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's no other food sources out here, and I've got the endlessly replenishing one.
I mean,
We'll
I
see
can,
who's the fool. Oh, that's right. You
I
can
can also
put
cast
berry shit.
Footberry, but I mean, you do your best.
He's like, I've got the only replenishing food source. You're like, berry.
Berries.
Oh no, not today. We don't eat today.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow,
though.
You got many mangoes and eggs in your pockets?
They are still, what do you call it, pickling?
So,
The eggs are pickling in the mangoes.
Ricky, Varys, Kincaid, do you come out? Do you?
Yeah. Once the dust cloud sort of picked up a bit, I come out.
Did you see that? Which way did they say the city was?
Instead of one
Where they
wheel,
were coming from.
instead of one wheel, on the side it had many wheels with a belt wrapped around it. What a strange place.
We could steal one later, I guess.
And he had lots of daggers stuck together in a circle on his hand.
Sure looks that way.
It's like he had a timber saw, but it was round. It just keeps going.
It's
I
like a,
thought of it that way. Disembodied voice in my head.
it was like a circular blade?
Yeah, it's like a blade, but circular.
Spherical, I'd say.
I would
You
not.
can't make it like a beach ball of a blade.
Like a blade
Oh,
ball
we
made
need
of-
3D.
So now you can all understand me, huh?
Yeah.
You stop
Oh, you're
thinking
still
of
talking nonsense.
The joke's not funny anymore? No, let's all laugh at Ricky and ignore him.
it. That would be funny.
Wait, no, guys.
No, stop, I'm lonely.
Really have objects.
Did you hear anything to that?
No, I did not.
Hear what?
No, nothing. I didn't hear anything.
He like kicks some dust. Starts walking towards the city.
Well, yeah.
Hey, wait, what was all that dust?
I don't know, better investigate.
Yeah, so to the city, I guess.
Yeah, I
Start
suppose.
walking that way.
Well, something to keep our spirits up
Should we-
after the multiverse imploded.
Yeah, start flying that way, maybe.
I wonder if Ronan's okay.
Probably not.
Being a copper and all.
Well, he's used to being in another dimension. By now,
You
presumably.
never get used to that.
Being in the other dimension part.
I'm already like acclimatizing.
Yeah, I wonder if this air is safe to breathe.
Probably not, I guess.
I feel fine.
I mean, me too.
I feel a bit woozy.
There appears to be an atmosphere, at least.
Well, that's good.
So they said that they're being creatures that are material
The bean creatures?
for the past.
Being beans.
Yes,
Bean creatures.
the space green beans.
creatures.
Like a kidney bean?
B-E-E-N, not B-E-A-N.
E.
Creatures have arrived on this planet that are organic and weren't here before for the past year, apparently. So that could be, part of those pockets where shit's just been appearing.
Maybe we are not the only survivors. Maybe the other things are the chain shadow coterie thing and we go kill them.
Like that.
And then we get housed in powerful metal bodies as a reward.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Our consciousness
All four of you talked at
transferred
once.
into Fighting machines.
Yes, it will never age.
Or die.
I was thinking,
And we can all combine our little lion bots into one big lion bot.
and we can be called the
Strong
Marble
ball.
Rangers.
Yep, that'll do
The
it.
fancy traumas.
The fancy traumas. Yep,
That's actually pretty good.
Ratata.
Quick, there's no paper.
But I was more thinking, how the sea serpent and shit just appeared from.
Yes.
Yeah. It's sort of like that, but reversed. So some of the other things are
Oh, so
appearing.
we are the Caesar.
We are the sea serpents in this case.
This is the river.
This is the river.
That was the bot.
That
The
was the
fancy
right.
flow or whatever.
That way is
it's called.
Bournemouth.
That is Bournemouth.
Yeah, let's go for a minute. Come on, guys.
Alright, let's go to mechanical Bournemouth.
So as you're standing there discussing, again through the ground, you feel that momentary vibration through the earth,
You think that's something we should worry about?
Nah, it should be fine.
I think if any readings from Mechas from my days at uni, I went to uni by the way, guys.
Oh,
Mechanus.
Yeah,
Mechanus. Pronounce the place probably.
I think it's like a heartbeat, like a mechanical heartbeat. Like I'm
That
doesn't
make sense.
I was thinking it was
That's like the whole thing. I think you're wrong.
Maybe
I
it's just
think it's actually a monkey with two symbols, the center of the planet.
Just clanging.
I think it's a metronome just so they can keep time.
Yeah, or a heartbeat.
I think the world spins very quickly and they will fall over like once every couple of minutes.
In unison.
It's a very fun. It's a very funny world.
Yeah, see, listen to Dr. Kincaid, alright? He's the man of science here.
I didn't go to medical school for this. To not know about mech planets.
You
Yeah.
didn't go to medical school.
Yeah, no, to not learn about
I didn't go to medical school.
to not know things about machine world.
Alright, all settled.
Onwards.
Performance.
I look forward to watching them all fall over in the Senate every minute.
It will be a great time.
It will greatly rather spirit after watching the multiverse implode partially because of our fault.
I deny any responsibility.
You guys told me that Vannon was clear. I said he was a bad guy.
Clear of demons.
Yeah, I mean, we watched him just paint minis in his room. Like, I mean, he had some demons, but not the physical kind.
All the metaphysical kind.
Yeah.
You know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see Aggie coming. I always suspected.
Yeah, every time the angry time takes time, drop something on a right.
Yeah. You can still taste the last pie that you ate, full of betrayal.
Threw you one at the ceremony.
I still have the 10.
Still have the
We'll
tin.
use that tin to kill
I will
him.
sharpen this into a blade and shove it in his throat.
Just wrap it around the head of your hammer.
Yeah.
I will use that tin to kill him. Nice.
Actually, makes him so hard, it shuts off all his airways, and then he goes to death.
Instead of doing the people's elbow on him, I'll do the people's pie face.
Oh, it's like
The peepo's elbow.
The mankind's thing. The mandible claw, but with a pie instead of a sock.
What race is elf? Half elf?
Yeah.
Half elves don't sleep, do they?
Yeah, I think it's only elves that get the trance thing. Half elves get the Fey ancestry thing, but not the trance thing. And then 2 skill proficiencies because
elves better at everything.
He might be a bit busy right now getting, beaten up by his brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably sister.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, never trusted to Kavaya. Was always a little bit sus on Glint, but just like
I mean, I just thought it was sort of
I thought Glenn was
just a random dude, you know?
But like bodyguard has access, it's always the bodyguard. It's part of the conspiracy, like with Caesar when Brutus,
Who's Caesar?
It was this old turtle who, long
It
story.
was a man named after a salad.
Yeah. Weird like
We've
that.
got a pretty clear list of who needs to die.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
and
Caesar
bacon
guy.
Yeah.
in a salad.
Knives?
We need that circular blade arm.
Yeah, that one.
It's like a
Circle
double saw,
dagger.
isn't it? It's not
It was
exactly-
kind of like a saw. Circular saw.
It's all made into a circle. This
It's
is
like
the voice that talks to me.
They combined the blade
This is
and
just
the
a
wind
chat
mill
we're having
from a
as we're
sawmill.
walking.
Yeah,
to the place.
absolutely.
Yeah, the old dagger circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moving dagger circle,
Yeah.
Seen it a
I'll
million
do.
times.
the spinny blade of ow.
That's more commonly known.
Yeah, by the common folk, by the paws.
It'd be good for cutting wood. If you could make it spin very fast and just send it in.
That's what I'm saying. They combined the blade and the watermill of a sawmill into one device.
Why would you need to cut the water?
No. What?
Well, it's a great question.
It doesn't make any sense, Ricky.
Well, if you hadn't have wasted your question,
I didn't waste my question. I asked the other good question, and then he knocked me out.
What do you mean? You got the same answer I did.
Yeah, but more clearly.
more clearly.
No, you're an idiot. See?
Ah.
You're also an idiot. See?
Good answer.
I asked the only question that got a refund, so there.
Yes, that was our goal.
I technically
I got 2 questions.
So
I asked you a
manageably
question,
terribly
yes.
passable.
Managed to ask a question so
That a god pities you. Think how stupid you
the
are.
gods gave me a second try.
Look at this poor moronic creature.
Try
Look
again.
at this
The least of our creation.
Oh, look at its little mind exploding.
We only have time to answer one question. Guys, I think we should extend the time a little bit.
Have you seen that one's still drooling?
He must be newborn or
He's
something.
really working at a handicap here.
So, traveling.
These metal things can piss themselves in an alley.
I'll play it, find out.
Pretty much.
The Needlebark way.
They did sound like bees in the hive mind sense. So I'd be careful.
Now, are we flying or are we waltzing?
Flying.
Well, flying.
We're flying.
Okay.
Soaring.
When was the last time we walked since we got wings and shit?
Yeah.
It's true.
No
I
dust
don't want to
clouds.
get my cool new pirate booties dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they will be hard to replace here, admittedly, so.
Well, we can get metal pirate booties
But
out of their skulls.
Ooh. Mech pirates.
So as you're traveling, you don't see a sun.
Is it
Light and moons.
It's light enough. There are not moons. What is illuminating the world around you? You're not sure of the source. But it does begin to dim.
no moons, you say?
Burning down their light.
No moons,
Oh, so you
you
gotta put a heart
say?
on spite.
Oh,
No.
Ricky,
no.
there are other planets that have moons, alright?
guys, come on, the world ended.
Yeah. Let me have my thing.
let me just
When we go into battle against the Asimar, you can do it.
Yeah. When we kill the Asma, you can go,
It'll be like the bit in Van Helsing where it's like, only a werewolf can kill me. He's like, oh, joke's on you.
I am
Got
on.
bitten by a werewolf conveniently.
I didn't see that, by the way. You just spoiled the play for me. I was gonna say that after this.
It's good, but like, you're not there for the plot.
listen to a Ricky. You should do it.
Yeah. They can't stop me.
No, they can't. Especially, imagine if you're a werewolf. How are they going to stop you there?
With the silver. Did you guys hear the music change?
No, I didn't hear anything.
I don't know what you mean.
Wait, no, hang on. Do I shit my pants if I try and find roll 2?
You know, it's not as far things like up. When you try to force it, it's shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much.
It wasn't a nat one.
It was 2.
It was close.
See, a little bit tripped out.
It's that spot where you're like, oh, that was wetter than I thought.
How far did that town actually, by the way?
That part sounded like it's going to itch.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's alright. Rick, do you need to be able to look at something to press digitation, or can you just point at the general area?
Just that hole.
Shit, all of that.
You didn't shit yourself, but you gave yourself a fish on.
Pretty close.
So much worse.
Why?
Just tell the story.
You got here with the music change. This is your.
I'm so sorry.
Why, if you didn't want to make that joke, why did you put it on anal fishing music?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ricky, now you're on the street.
Now, every time you put it on for her battle.
Embarrassed to just like my fishes. Someone's playing the brown note.
Someone is.
Everyone put your bum plugs in.
Get to it.
Get my crew, Ricky.
Get be my
We
cream.
got the deal about it, cream ready.
So, you
Grab my donut cushion.
you've been flying for 4 or 5 hours, you would guess. No sign of a city yet.
Is there anything apart from like this rock?
No. Not that you can see. So you're flying along.
Is it like pitch black?
Or is it someone just turned the dimmer on the light?
The light seems to be fading.
So you can still see it, but just like.
Yeah. Unless you don't have dark vision, in which case soon enough you're fairly certain you won't be able to see.
Oh, I haven't bought no night vision goggles before the world ended.
Chill, no.
Well, we went there, but they'd closed.
We should have asked, was that Axides for a pair?
Well, they have the god phone.
I mean,
Give me some sweet specs. Thanks,
I
bro.
forgot to say they were nitrogen.
Regular glasses.
I mean, they're great,
Sitting like
but
perfectly around his beak. I'm like, oh, if only I could see at night.
that would be so useful.
not even
I
prescription.
won't get headaches while reading, I guess, which is good, but
So, flying along. Yeah, after about 5 hours, starts to get dark. In the direction that you're traveling, you don't really have a bearing. There's no sun or moon to base your passage off.
But there is still like a road.
You're sticking to the road, that's about all that you know. In the distance, how high up are we flying, by the way?
Like,
60 feet.
yeah.
100 feet.
I mean, it's up to
To
you.
be able to see the
I was going to say like 50, 60 foot.
Yeah, 60 sounds good.
Because
60
is
-ish?
what our dark vision range, so.
True. Some of you would struggle more if you went higher, to 700 feet, for example. It's just like, I'm safe up here. Also lost.
Whenever we go.
So, I'm also just flapping in an infinite void of darkness. I can't see anyone or anything, and I don't know which way is up or down, and my arms are getting tired.
Am I on the water? Am I dead?
Is this the afterlife?
This is hell. I support.
Mango daiquiris hours ago.
It's been 1 hour. Ow!
This gravel isn't fermenting the way I hoped.
But it is filtering like the skins that you've got.
Yeah, if anything, it's making my daiquiris back into just water. Which I mean, it's pretty cool, but not what I was going for.
So, as you're flying about 60 feet up, you see a point of light down on the ground. It's about 1-2 k's away, you'd guess. It's fairly small, but a point of light.
Like sort of in the direction we're heading.
In the direction that you're heading,
Is it like a big blur, like a bunch of lights, or just like a single?
no, it seems quite small.
Just keep
Head
heading
towards it?
yeah.
Okay.
To the walk, my wings are getting tired after 5 hours of non-stop flying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you'll land. Are you landing or are you going on the carpet?
Just carpet next to us.
Well, the carpet does go. Does the carpet go tired?
It
Carpet
doesn't
do-
if it wants to sleep indoors.
Carpet's like, oh.
It's tassels, like. I feel like at this point, Barras would have like blisters on his ass for sitting on the carpet.
He's just like, ah.
You've got like bed sores.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, so keep rolling over.
Well, this is the thing. Like, while I'm up there, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Rolling around.
Yeah, lay on his back.
Yeah,
We're doing handstands.
Yeah.
Enemies is your eyes and ears. You just do
yeah,
whatever you
just
want.
do whatever.
Just,
Oh, yeah.
he's just snoozing while you guys are getting tired.
Yeah, no,
So,
go for it.
yes, you're right. You would be getting to the point where you're sort of like, we should probably have a break. I'm getting pretty knackered. So you land. The countryside, sort of undulating hills, the point of light is obscured from ground level. So, what are we going to do?
I think it was that way.
Oh, well, are we still on the road?
Yeah, you're following the road, essentially. That's,
Send Hermes out in front a little bit.
I can't tell, it's all dark.
guys, you hear his voice off to the left of you.
Over here, mate.
Oh,
Yeah, this way. Ow! He hit the one rock in the middle of the plane.
Still put the rock.
No, there's sort of like natural canyons and
oh no.
Oh!
stupid rock.
Stupid rock.
Go!
Flap, 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 flap. A minute later.
Nothing happened.
Also, are you still here? Am I talking to myself?
So,
I wonder if they've left me.
how are you going to traverse the dark countryside now?
Hold my hand, mate.
Come on. Tiny little baby. Tiny small. So, you follow.
Okay, here we go.
You're like, whoa, wait, yeah, wow. buddy. Yeah, that's
Yeah, retract the claws, mate.
So, travelling along. Are we travelling for more speed or more silence?
We'll just go at a normal pace because if it's 2K, that's not far.
Yeah.
And
We
also,
have been
you
going
can't
for a
see,
while
so if we go
already.
fast, you might trip over a rock.
This is true. Are you travelling on the road? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, sure.
In this time,
It's up to you.
In
You
this time, how many heartbeats have there been? Or the thumps?
Since you landed,
Yep.
none.
Oh. The planet stopped rotating.
The batteries ran out in the monkey.
Or it could just be we didn't feel it because we weren't on the ground.
But now we're on the ground and we still don't feel it.
Yeah, but maybe it goes every like 10 minutes or something.
Maybe.
I feel like it's on the time.
Or maybe the vehicle that they were on had like tremor sense.
And it gave it to us.
No, we were just
Hashtag Harris, thank you for following, mate.
to like sense us. Like
It was
screaming
like
back.
sonar, but in the ground.
Yeah, like echo
I thought
location, but
grounder.
Grounder.
Grinder.
Grona.
Grinder?
Grinder. Yeah, that's the one.
Excellent. So, can I get a group perception check, please?
Ooh. It's a 9 again.
That is the opposite of a 9, a 6.
14 for me, 15 for Hermes.
18 for me. I rolled 2 13s with disadvantage.
Wow.
Whoa.
When I'm blinded, my other senses
Oh.
are naturally.
He looked to Patches on and he's saying like, yeah.
You all look like weird and shimmery, and you look like Jennifer Garner.
Which one looks like Jennifer Garner, though?
It's Ricky. It's definitely Ricky.
The four-armed testicle monster.
Yes.
Yes, that is Jennifer Garner. Sorry, Jennifer Garner, if you're watching.
The arms just on the side.
If you're in.
Well, not anymore.
Used to be.
Yeah, not anymore. Oh, she left the chat. Varus and Thuri, you got a D4 of inspo.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Wolfie.
Hey, Wolfie.
And also, Happy New Year, Wolf. So, as a group, you're walking along, Kincaid, not quietly, just sort of like stumbling along. There's stones and crevices.
Ah!
Not that big. Yeah, that's better.
And yeah, Truden's holding your hands. You do that thing like with a little kid where he's like,
Oh, big one!
Ah!
Another one!
Pothole! Woo!
No, just get it on your shoulders. Would that be easier?
Yeah, whatever.
Just get up and sit on his shoulders.
Okay. Cool. So, you begin to hear a deep sort of vibration.
I can somehow
Like,
hear a
in
vibration.
the direction of where the light was, or like
Yes.
through the ground? Okay.
Either the.
I would say, Kincaid, you would not feel it,
Oh, I don't feel
but
it.
Thuridin would.
I want to say either the city is nearby or Thuridin just started purring.
What?
making great in the air. I can't see anything, but I think he's doing something weird.
So, the sound begins to actualize, echoing from up ahead. It appears to be a distant road train, the same that you heard before. The sound sort of clarifies. And as you're walking along, you see the point of light over a nearby sort of ridge line. It's about 600 feet away, not pointed in your direction. It's sort of swerving around a bit.
Going like perpendicular to us.
No, pointed towards you, but the road itself seems to bend. Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Do we hide again?
yeah, probably.
I would just walk along the side of the road and wave him down again.
Give him a wide berth.
Okay. Sure. So you're walking along, following the road.
Unless two of you want to fly up and maybe me and my son on my shoulders can wave him down.
Your son is so cute. Hi.
Stuff is twice my age is a turtle.
And half your size. I guess that part checks out.
So, what's the choice?
Yeah, no, just walk along.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
On the side of the road again.
Okay.
Not too fast.
So you keep on walking. The light eventually points back towards you, and you can see it's probably 200 feet away, 150, 100. Again, you hear that sort of almost like a dog whistle. There's a shrill clicking sound that you hear just on the edge of your hearing. And you hear the sound of this machine begin to slow.
Sort of put my thumb out. I'm walking.
Okay. Greetings.
Hello, we're just trying to make it to the city. Can you tell us how far away it is?
Yes.
How far away is it?
For us?
From here, like if we're walking.
Which city?
The closest one in that direction.
2 seconds. In that direction, Matronus is 4 days' travel.
Oh,
Cool.
where's the closest city to here?
In that direction, Matronus is 4 days' travel.
In any direction, where's the closest city to our current location?
In that direction, Matronus is 4 days' travel.
What about that direction?
Which way are you pointing?
Some other way.
So if the city is north, where would you be pointing?
South.
Okay.
Where are you
east.
coming from?
No, east.
East.
Yes.
Codger's Prime is approximately 10 days' travel.
West. What about that way? Point west.
That is a wasteland.
What about that way? Point back the way we came.
Synchronous is about 10 days' travel.
Does it help if I start doing like northeast and northeast, or are we just going to be here for longer?
Yes.
How long will it take you? How long will it take you on what you're riding on to get to Synchronous?
10 days.
How long will it take us just walking at this speed? Then get off and walk.
If we're going 30 feet per 6 seconds,
It tracks you as you walk.
I can't see that.
Oh, yes, true.
I give
Well-
it maths.
You would see on this cargo train, essentially, a few carriages linked together. You would see some electrical light.
Electrical. Cool.
Also the headlamp.
Oh yeah. Cool travel device.
It's quite hot, actually.
Cool in our language means good.
Like radical.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, so how long will it take us to get to Matronus at a speed of 30 feet every 6 seconds?
Judging by your gait, it would take approximately 14 days.
Oh. Is that allowing for 8 hours of stoppage time every 24-hour cycle?
No.
How many
Oh
hours is a day
god.
here?
14 straight days of
Wait, how many
walking.
hours is a day?
I don't think they have day night.
How many hours
Well, it's currently dark.
in a light cycle?
24.
Okay, that's good.
To keep,
same as us.
to keep things simple.
Good choice, Robo-Man.
Hey, where we come from, it's the same.
Where do you come from?
The material plane.
Where's that?
It's nowhere now.
Beats me.
That way.
What is this?
About 16 days travel.
Yeah, about 3 dimensions to the left.
Where's this road train headed?
This one's heading Synchronous.
We are not set. There's a brief pause. The figure, metallic again, almost in the darkness, you didn't quite catch it at first, but they are, well dead set identical to the previous train. The figures, I mean.
Yeah.
There's a brief second while one of the smaller stature figures, the one that's speaking to you, you see him. There's just a strange jolt.
You okay there, friend?
Do you have a stroke?
Yes, why?
No reason.
No reason.
Your neck just jolted.
I don't have a neck.
Well, if you did, it would have felt.
Dislocation on your metalness.
Chassis?
On your chassis.
Right.
Do you know Unit 451 VMO?
Yes.
Oh, we met them before.
Where we met them before.
What's your unit?
What's your name?
Unit 452. Dash VMO.
Dash VMO.
What does the VMO stand for?
We can be synchronous as well.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, good.
They have humor. They have a humor function.
VMO stands for Vestal Mining Outfit.
Ah,
Vessel.
minus. Hence the. And we thought it would be for logs, but it's for rocks.
What is logs?
Oh, they don't have
Organic. It's a type of organic life. There's a tree. It's like a big cylinder of carbon with more fluffy bits of carbon at the top. And
Like-
it eats light and pulls out chemical gases. And when they die, you chop them up into bits. And those bits are called logs.
Sound-
That's how you make a chair.
Sounds horrendous.
Oh, I don't do it.
We have a schedule to keep.
Could you take us with you? We're sort of stuck and don't know where to go.
No,
Please?
please step back.
Can you please take us with you?
Please step back.
Warning 2, please step back.
What are you mining? Well, I'm stepping back and also asking questions.
So you are actually stepping back. Okay,
So what are you mining?
What are you mining?
that's classified.
Could you declassify it?
No.
Are you mining little red stones?
As the engine starts to... That's classified.
It's a big red stones.
Can you send someone to pick it
Classified.
up that's going the way we're going?
They're on the way out.
No.
They don't appear to want to help you. They have a job to do.
So it's going to take us 5 days travel to get anywhere.
No, 14.
14, and that's. If
Oh,
you're
yeah,
walking 24 hours straight.
Walking 24 hours travel will take us 14 days to get to Metropolis.
Yeah, so probably like 20, 25 if we've got a sleep.
Time for a teleport, I think, Ricky.
I don't know any circles in Mechnus.
And there's no trees.
Oh,
no.
dear.
I wonder if I could,
You're like, oh, is this what it was like as a level 1?
I wonder if I could rock stride this.
Can you try sending one of the demons?
Oh yeah, we are.
Are you guys open to a deal?
We are owed some favors.
You give us-
I remember correctly. Hey, Malatar, here's your cockery.
Rented?
Poor Malatar. It's not
What
like
about the guy that wanted to kill Malatar?
Malatar?
Yeah. Having Ronan as a cockery? Ugh.
Like 18 of them.
Oh, but
What about the next VMO group that comes along? We just yoink their vehicle and turn it around.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
It's like they're just metal dudes.
I was thinking, what if we like rig up some sort of contraption where we all get towed behind the carpet?
Can it pull that much weight?
1,200 pounds.
You're like, oh no, you're small now.
I'm tiny. I do not weigh
Much less now.
Maybe we tie ourselves up and just tell the carpet to keep going. Do you have to be awake to get it to continuously?
Yeah.
How fast was the thing going? The caravan?
Hard to gauge in the dark.
But also it has to go road. We could just go zoop.
But we don't know where it is as the crow flies. we know it's at the end of this road.
Does the carpet only obey your commands, Varus?
I believe so.
Could we sleep in shifts and command it?
As you're standing there in the dark, looking up at an unfamiliar sky, you see constellations
Yeah,
in a
just
layout you don't know.
according to your spoken directions.
Wait, can you just be like, hey, go that way till I wake up?
I'm going to say, listen to him until I wake up.
Yeah. If it's spoken directions.
It's not attunement, is it?
No.
Nah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just
That's right then.
Team carpet.
Yeah.
It just,
So
so I assume we can all just talk to it, and it should be fine.
Yeah,
So
so
if
we
we all
sleep
just
in
like
shifts.
tie a rope to it and just kind of like sleep glide. It's like a hang glider, but
Yeah, and one
using
person sits on it and
I'm so sorry, but your wings don't work like that. You manually fly. You don't just passively float.
But I'm thinking if I'm getting towed, and I kind of have my wings out, could I like a hang glider, like a kite, basically.
Like a kite,
Is
Why don't we just
probably
stick like a
more-
rod between the wings, just have them like out permanently and just hold on?
Why don't we just ride on the carpet?
you can't fit all of us.
Oh, that's right.
It's 5 by 5 foot. Honestly, we should just like sit back to back around it.
Let's just keep
I won't
walking.
hijack the next road train.
Yeah, we'll just keep
Yeah.
walking and an idea will hit us.
I can hit with some
Maybe
lightning.
we could bargain for passage.
I don't think these guys want to bargain. I think they just want to do their jobs. I
They just
think
wanna do
they've
We have cool rocks.
We do have
spit them out.
Ah.
Not those ones.
That's behind.
We do have a lot of cool rocks
Where are they stored?
in our bags.
Because we lost our.
Oh, yeah.
The bags of holding.
Oh, yeah.
We used to have a lot more cool rocks. We still have cool rocks, but just not as many.
Oh,
You get a bunch of newer cool rocks.
the talons. Rough. Now, did we want to take an IRL break? 7:40-ish?
Sure.
Train break while we figure out how to
Yeah, sure.
traverse.
Beauty. We'll be right back. Not gonna win.
The other option is I can wild shape into something and move faster.
A rider.
I was thinking like a giant eagle or something.
So, picking back up. Traveling in the dark. Left in the dust of a second unit. Unit 452. What are we doing?
And just keep traveling on.
Yeah.
Just keep on keeping on.
Alright. Beauty. So, it gets to a certain point where you're like, oh yeah, I could do with some food. It's been a big day. What have you got to eat?
Did we have any rations on us?
Mine all got eaten by the card.
Yeah, I've got some rations.
By the card when you lost all of your non-magical goods.
I've got some rations, and I've got the bottle of giant whiskey found in the Harrenweek bowl.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
no, yeah, I've got rations.
Okay, so just know we're gonna have to keep track of them.
So if
Hey,
I
can,
mark
can
off,
I have some of your rations?
sure.
Have I got any rations? I don't have any rations, no.
You have some. Do you need some, Varus?
No, I'm good.
Great.
Beautiful.
Okay. I'm marked off. We're good.
So while you're walking, nibbling away, it's enough to tide you over.
Which mango spears?
Ooh.
Delicious.
After the 6th spear, you're like,
I'm gonna poo.
this is it. This is how I die. I poop myself to death.
Diabetes.
So, how much longer would you like to go before you rest?
How long are we traveling for? 6 hours?
Somewhere there.
Go for another like 3 or 4?
Until we start getting too tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yep.
as fast as possible for the next like 4 hours, hoping we bump into anything,
Mhm.
and rest up.
Sure.
Do you want me to
Shoot.
turn into something big and fast?
I don't know if you can carry all of us, so can you?
But if you're on the thing,
Yeah.
I just have to carry you two.
How fast is the carpet?
I think I can do 120.
Okay.
Yeah. Double dashing, I can do 120.
Well, if you want to giant eagle and carry me and
Yeah, would I be
Alright.
able to carry both of them as a giant eagle?
If I turn into it.
Done it before.
Cool, I'll do that.
Because then we can move it 120
As
around.
opposed to 30.
As opposed to
Well,
60,
yeah.
Yep.
50 if we're walking.
Yeah, because I can, and Giant Eagle is 80, so I could go 160.
Yeah, but we'll go as.
No.
No, I'll leave it.
Yeah, sure.
He's got option, he can find his way else.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
So, like,
how long does it last?
6 hours? It's like based on my level.
Yeah, druid level, yeah.
Yeah, give me
Oh,
a
if you
sec.
throw
Is that
level
it?
down.
When you cast a spell, you stand in B shape for 6 hours.
Nice.
Well, there's going to be a long 6 hours for Kincaid.
No speaking, just carrying and flying.
Don't speak, just only in Giant Eagle.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course.
You can also tap out and swap with us because you can turn us into giant eagles, right?
Yeah, for an hour with Polly.
Not good enough.
No, that's true.
Not good enough.
Alright, well, that's a lot faster, at least for 6 hours.
Yep.
How's it going, Ricky?
When that's running out, we can stop to rest.
Yeah.
So you travel another 4, or are you going 6?
6
Push
might
it up to 6, yeah.
Okay.
Because we can always just sleep for.
Yeah, as you're like, more mountains, more of the same. Is the sound that you hear flown through the darkness.
See, that's how you sounded before, Ricky.
Yeah, sure.
Varish, you can hear, you've been sort of left behind a bit, but you can hear them enough. Blah, 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 blah. Through the darkness, you're like, yep.
What?
You don't know he's saying that. Ricky's just copping it today. You're like, he's talking about you.
Did he just say Ricky?
That's okay, Ricky. So, towards 6 hours, similar thing. Traveling along this winding road, sticking to it. There's a few times where, because you're just flying in as straight a line as you can, you sort of lose the road for a second. You have to look around and find it. Oh no, wait, you'd have night vision.
Yeah, man.
As an eagle? I don't know.
I think so.
Nope.
No.
The one flying directly towards the dot of light that is the city.
So one of us has to.
Oh, there's no dot of
kind
light.
of direct you.
I mean,
Yeah.
The dot of light was the road train.
Oh.
You were like, oh, it's not a city.
so we'll just be like alert and be like,
Yeah,
oh, slight left, yeah, keep going straight, yeah.
Yep.
Keep following.
In 500 meters, veer right.
You fit in so well.
Could be a giant owl, I think. It's basically the same.
Okay, that's fine. Either way, you get about 6 hours through. Similar thing. You see a point of light, a couple of Ks out on the road, traveling towards you.
That.
Are we jumping them?
You see that light? Yeah.
I feel like driving one of those things would be a lot easier. Sure, Kincaid could work out how to operate it.
So Varys eventually catches up with you. He's a couple minutes behind, but that gives you enough time to sort of formulate. What are you going to do?
Giant owl is not quite as strong, but it's much smarter. Oh yeah, that's me.
Are we gonna lay a trap on the road for them to like break down?
Or do you reckon we could convince them? Because like, I'm gonna assume this is Unit 453 BMO. If we address them having already known who they are and stuff, they might think like, oh, these guys know what's going on, and we can like, oh, we're from
001 MBGS.
yeah,
Rive mind.
we're from Rive Rind.
Arrive rind.
Sausage.
Varys catches up. Sausage. What?
Yeah, this is this level of planning we're at. I mean, maybe, but otherwise, yeah, if they're hive mindy, do we just jump them, or do we not even?
Well,
bother?
I'll turn back into me.
Yeah, as you all plummet.
You guys can fly.
So can you, I guess.
What
You
if
drop
we-
out of Eagle and
No, but I was just thinking, if they're like a hive mind and then we attack one of them, are we going to get to the city?
Yeah, but
like,
I-
they killed 453.
But are they a hive mind as a unit, or are they a hive mind as like every single creature? Because if they're just a unit,
I assume they all share the same stream of consciousness.
Can I get an intelligence check?
As
I
a,
figured they'd just be as a unit.
as a robotics expert.
That I've recently added to my resume.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
Intelligence?
Yep.
6.
These are very unfamiliar creatures.
I've met many beings like this.
But by the way that they acted, they didn't act like they had seen us before. So I don't think they'd be a hive mind altogether. I think it's also the units are a hive mind. So 452 is one.
Mind.
Like
Units
a group.
minded.
A group.
Yeah, so
Like a
452. No, it's
It's
a
the
hive.
whole.
Like a mind shared by a hive of beings.
So 452 is a mind
Checkmate.
hive.
Mind of hives.
Their mind has hives.
No.
Oh, poor mind.
But that was like an external skin kit.
Or maybe what they're transporting in a big vehicle and why they stand outside of it is a big brain.
Honey. What?
Same thing. That's what I said. So
Same thing as you, right?
the vehicle, getting closer, about 1 kilometer away.
We dive
We
bomb it
steal
or
their
we-
brains?
I reckon we should say
It's
that.
risky.
Steal the brain honey.
I mean, we can stop them.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk to them. You can sneak around the back.
Yes, me, the sneaker one.
Oh, you're
What are we
He looks to you.
I don't know.
Kincaid, jack of all trades. Negotiate.
Master of disguises.
Well, I was thinking maybe Ricky can talk to them and say
You
that.
can smooth talk them.
Yeah, 452. They said that the red stones are mined properly, and you guys need to, go back to Metropolis whilst you guys sneak in the back.
Perfect. I'll come with you. I'll be
The vehicle, about 500 feet out.
Alright,
I'll
let's
be-
land in
yeah.
front of their path. But you two hide. We'll be on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be up.
So hiding?
Yeah.
Hiding.
Yes.
Yes.
7 becomes a 10, becomes 23.
23. Is Hermes out or is Hermes pool?
Oh, geez, I'm gonna-
Okay. Cool.
I'm a spider.
Okay.
I'm on Varys' head.
Okay.
Sure.
Tarantula head.
Sure. Why not?
Just
It's not the craziest thing that we've done.
how big of a spider are we talking? Just so I can.
Tarantula.
Okay. So not small.
So like, 15, like hand size.
You feel him walking around in your hair, and you're like,
Brain.
nice. You know where that thing's been.
Put a little leg in his ear.
He's just like, fuck, stop it.
That'd be one of the
Stop it.
See, spider.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Along the road, you have to turn back or something.
So whereabouts on the road? Rocky outcrop. How far away?
Varys' head.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, like wherever they're stopping them on the road, 50 meters sort of towards, the train stops there. We want to be over here.
okay. So sorry, something I have not described. You saw 6 figures on the vehicle. 3 on the front, 3 on the back.
Right.
Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh, so three at the front, three at the back, and then there's like the carriage bit in the middle.
Yes.
So nothing on the side.
We should go
what
to
did
the
our
middle.
upgrades do?
You're like, oh yeah,
drum is
he hit my drum. There is now a +2 to your drum, to your spell attack modifier.
And that DC in that, or just
Yep.
the spell attack? Okay. Cool.
Yep. You've got your staff. Same thing.
Cool.
South Saxides gifts you
Yeah, I could drop.
with an upgrade.
You need it.
Plus,
I can't.
No, you can like drop in front of the tank. It's like a big hole in the road.
I can do it right in front of us now.
Yeah.
So
Would make a lot of
it's
sense.
about 200 feet
I'm
out.
gonna go for.
Hidden. You're in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give Burden like a little quick shoulder massage. I'm like, you got this, and sing him a little ditty tune and give you bardic inspiration.
Is that D8?
D10.
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 10.
Excellent. So, they approach. They get pretty much exactly the same distance away. About 60 feet out, you're spotted. And then you hear the gears sort of crunching as it slows, the sound of it dying down to nothing. Hello.
Hello.
What is your business?
We are Unit 001-NGBS. Unit 452-VMO ran into some troubles on the road, and we have to turn everyone back towards Metronus.
We would have received word.
No, the communications were down. This is the word.
We've had to go back to analog.
How did you reach them?
We passed them on the road. We went from 450 to 451 to 452 and now to 453.
Why do you have these forms?
New experiment, I'm not sure. It's above our pay grade.
Should hit him with the restricted.
And
That's restricted.
how are you traveling?
We are traveling, they gave us these and I put the wings to travel quickly.
You hear that just on the edge of your hearing screech. That little clicking whir that you barely hear, but just.
Could be the frequency of them communicating.
Nah, surely not. I wouldn't do that to us.
And they appear to be watching you.
Does it look like there's a good opportunity for me to be able to sneak in on or get a good look at it?
Or get, like, underneath.
Sure. This is, in fact, probably the best opportunity, as they are staring at each other wordlessly for a few seconds. So, on a 29, under the cover of darkness. Spider.
Mission Impossible moment.
Spider-Cade.
All 8 eyes.
Are you like doing anything to him, or are you trying to be good?
I'm like,
I'm completely ignoring him.
so you've got a spider leg semaphoring in front of your face.
Still
Little
ignoring
hands.
So, getting close. There don't appear to be any doors on the sides. You would have to climb on top.
Alrighty.
To enter, okay.
Yes.
Cute. I'd like to do that.
Alrighty.
And I set it
Spider
up
thumbs
as
up.
much as possible.
Alright, so
Spider limbs have little hands.
a tiny little thumbs.
Ring me.
Little white gloves.
Oh, that's disturbing. I don't like that. Undo that.
Yes.
Undo. So can we get acrobatics?
I'm hoping.
30.
He doesn't need it.
You're like, I'm helping. You shoot out a little bit of web.
Onto the thing, sort of like help secure it.
Yeah. So, without a noise, you're just like, holy shit, is quiet.
I'm not normally this quiet.
When are you ever quiet?
So you, only because you're staring at,
Talking before, and you didn't know that they could.
only because you stare straight ahead. You almost see like the faintest outline of something on the carriage. You would assume it's the ones that are hiding in nearby. Sorry. The figure's still staring at you. Awkwardly long. It gets to a few
hold it.
seconds.
We're robots.
As you're on top, there's a latched sort of section.
Can we try and open that?
Sure.
Bet it's full of diamonds.
Bet you it is.
Wait, do you understand spiders?
Where did I come
Oh, actually, it wouldn't be that long.
It would be super far-fetched.
from? Like 4 seconds. I don't know.
So, make an athletics check.
You do have the inspo.
If you need it. Oh, you got a D4 from Wolfie.
11 becomes 14.
Thanks, Wolf.
Um,
Thinking about lucking it.
Well, yeah, because like the day started, and then shit exploded, and we did something that morning as well.
14's pretty safe.
Yeah, balls it, that's fine.
Okay. It's like this stainless steel sort of lever, and you pull. Doesn't seem to budge on a 14. You would need some, from what you feel, sort of the resistance of it, you would need fair strength to pull that open.
Do I see anything that resembles some kind of antenna? Or anything that's making that weird communicating noise?
I would say yes. You would probably see on each creature there is a small protrusion.
On the creatures. Is there any kind of gap where I could get in to like the train?
Well, currently you're on his head.
Yeah, I'm looking down at the train, like on the I don't know, roof of the carriage, or like the hatch thing that's like got the lever.
Yeah.
Under our
Yeah,
noses.
Can I get a just go perception as spy decayed?
Yeah, they've got dark vision.
Cool. So many eyes. Hey, Muffy baby, what's going on? So, do you stay on his head or do you hop off to find a better spot?
I'll have a look.
Okay.
I'm getting off. Don't step on me.
You hear.
Still ignoring it.
Yep. So as you're trying to open it, Spider Cade drops onto the top of the carriage, and essentially, it's sealed up exceptionally well. However, you've got the three standing sort of on the front of the vehicle, and there are a small bundle of wires sort of coming from the carriage out, and there is the smallest sort of hole where it comes through from the rear. So, as a spider, you can fit through practically anything. Practically, it's going to be toy.
I'll toy it in.
Can I get? I'll get acrobatics as a spider. Thank you, Wolfie.
Nat 20
Oh.
plus 2.
Okay. So, the wires sort of feed through into the sealed section of the carriage, the cart, whatever you want to call it. And they feed into the floor, essentially. So, you're not sure where that leads to, but it does get you inside of it.
Is there enough space here where I could turn back into something?
No, very much no. So, what you see... Wait, did Spider have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. What you see is... Have you been... No. Can I get... What's your passive intelligence? It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got 18 intelligence, so...
Yeah, that's
whatever.
fine. That's fine. What you see appears to be raw mining ore. So unprocessed.
Just like crushed rock, sort of.
Yeah.
Not gravel exactly, but 9 million miles off.
Yeah. Big chunks, but there's not much room. If you turned into you, it would be painful. It's crammed full of this ore.
Can I get any kind of sense of what sort of ore it is? Like what sort of metal is, or like rock? Is it anything we've seen before?
In its unprocessed state, probably not. Especially with no light source or anything.
No knowledge, expertise.
Yeah, no stone
experience,
cutting.
or really idea about
Yeah.
rocks or metal.
You're like, it's rock.
Yeah.
Of some sort, but you would assume some sort of mineral ore inside.
Cool. I guess crawl back out.
Okay.
Is there anywhere else I can go? Really?
No, from what you can see, it like you sort of crawl up the inside of it, trying to squeeze through little gaps. It appears to be chock full of ore.
Does it look like it would rip up the wires?
So the wires come through the front and they go directly down.
Sure. If I'm like holding on to them, does it look like I'd feasibly be able to rip them up as a spider?
As a spider, no. They're fairly thick, like they go into it.
A screaming bat.
Oh no.
Even as a bat, there wouldn't be that much room.
There wouldn't be enough room to turn into a bat.
What about
Probably
rats?
not.
They got chompers.
What about a piranha?
Yeah. That'll do it.
That's just the.
It's bitey.
My list of wild shaped things.
What about a
Well, I figured that you wouldn't go for giant octopus or riding horse.
Yeah.
True.
Best I can do is.
A piranha?
Oh, yeah, pincers.
Crab!
baby crab?
If you'd like to turn into a crab. Okay, how big's said crab?
Big enough to fit in the space, as big as I can get that fits in the space and could maybe cut the wires. That's
A little teeny tiny baby crab the size of a spider.
a tarantula could get in, so I guess assume similar size.
As tarantula sized as you can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those crabs that has the giant.
Yeah, it's just fiddler crab.
King crab.
King crab.
Excellent.
That's
So-
what the spaceship was called in Starfield.
Ah.
The King Crab.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Now, Varys, as you're perched on the top, you assume unseen by any living being or otherwise. Nothing untoward has happened, so you assume you're undetected. What would you like to do, having seen that the lever is just requires a bit more strength than you got on you?
Not too fast. I might just wait to see if Spider Cave reappears.
Okay. Yep.
Get him out.
So as you're sort of looking around, you guys at the front. About 15 seconds of absolute silence as the three sentinels at the front of the vehicle stare. You hear another screech. Just beyond your hearing. What are you going to do?
Just where robots keep staring. I say into Thurin's brain.
Oh, yep.
Telepathically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you try and do that to them?
Don't think it works on constructs.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Just see if it works. Because it's just a finger point, right? It's not a spell slot.
No, it's not even a finger point.
Oh.
It's just I have telepathy
Yep.
within 60 feet.
Yeah, it's not even the message cantrip. It's just
Yeah,
it was
so-
I also have the message cantrip, but
Maybe try speaking to the brain. Turn around.
This is me, your brain.
I don't know if I want to risk it on the robots just yet. We'll see how
Okay.
it plays out. Yeah.
Okay.
hello, I am robot thought that you are having.
This is how that always
I am
occurs.
having.
Damn it! Wait, let me try again.
Wait.
Wait, I made my own
What
mistake.
if my memory hard drive.
Erase last 10 seconds. So, as you're standing there, just that little bead of sweat as you're like, this is too long. You hear again that sound. This is after like 15 odd seconds. Deception detected. Step back from the vehicle, and you see the larger sort of saw-bladed hand. You see it starts to spin up. You see the two figures there. Also, looking at you, you see their stance changes slightly. Varys, you hear sort of power coursing, like that throb of energy, and they request you to step back.
Why are you not following orders and turning around?
step back, wanting to. You doing anything?
Take one step back.
Step back, but like still on the road.
Take one step back. We have stepped back. Now turn around.
Second warning, turn around.
The robots are just sitting there, just like. So we cut back. Cut back to. Do I be a piranha? A screaming bat? Crap! They've got a claw.
You've done it again. This is what is useful right now.
Varys just like, it's escalating. Where are you, Spider?
I'd just leave him on there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Feel free. If you would like to ditch, go for it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I can slink out.
Yeah,
Without too much
do
trouble.
other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn into a snake or something.
So Varys just off into the darkness. Kincaid, make an attack roll as a crab.
Yeah, boy.
A little bundle of wires.
Crab combat. Crab feet.
I landed in the donuts.
13.
Nice.
No, that's better.
So, 13. I mean, it's a non-moving target. Roll a d4 of damage. Crab.
Crab people. Crab people. 2. Plus my strength of negative 4.
It's actually -2.
Yeah.
Oh no. So you do a minimum of 1.
Yeah.
So you're like, crab. You feel one of the thinner wires begin to sort of like buckles a bit, and you're like, it's moving.
It's working.
Varys, you've dipped into the darkness.
Yup.
Are you going to do anything? Are you holding any actions? Are you just sort of watching?
Yeah, sure. Pop out the bow and
Okay.
deer hide.
Sure.
27.
27?
And yeah, I mean, yeah, at that point, just hold an action to shoot one of them if they attack.
Yep. So you're just sort of like peering over the top of a boulder, just ready. You two are playing chicken with the robots.
Robot chicken.
Exactly right. I was hoping we'd get that. So, directive override. Move out of our path. We must leave. Move out of our path.
What have I got here? Nothing for them.
Okay.
You didn't pack destroy robot.
I didn't pack EMP.
Yeah.
Damn it. So, are you moving out of the path?
I mean, we can always.
We can always go for the next one.
Yeah. We'll move.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, this didn't.
Why?
We don't know where you guys are. This didn't really work.
So,
They obviously can communicate with each other.
Yeah, I think they communicate via their antenna thing, and when we hear the
So we learned something.
when we hear the whoop, they're communicating.
So, as you step to the side, Kincaid, one more point of damage to the bundle of wires. You snip through one, you're like, yes, only 6 to go.
Why are you doing them all about?
He's just looking at that big claw, he's like, yes.
What do you use as both claws?
The other one's tiny.
Oh, you got
The other one's just ornamental. Real decorative.
It's the one you should cut off your arm when you get hurt.
So,
You know how crabs do that? They
Do that?
cut it off when it's damaged.
Like a punishment?
No.
to like regrow.
Yeah.
Oh, like
have you not seen that like little gif?
Sphinx
Like
dropping
a
a tower.
really old one of just a crab that tears his own arm off and then runs off. It's just like, fuck it, I'm out of here, and he just tears his arm off and then runs off sideways.
Well, that ain't working. Shrink.
Nah, I think it just looks a bit damaged or something like that, and so he just takes one.
Weakness of my flesh disgusts me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'll see.
Kind of just looks like he's doing these ones.
Oh, and there you go.
I'm sure that's what Kincaid's doing. Oh, claw. Crab dab.
Yeah. That one.
I didn't know that.
Nature is so metal.
It was very metal.
So, as you're snipping these wires, you get through one. There's a small spark of electricity, and you hear sort of around you.
There are
It's
6 cables.
yes. He's snipped through one.
I've snipped through one. Did one of the robots do anything? I know.
You have no idea you're inside.
Crap.
Well, us
I am Crab.
do we see anything happen on the outside?
You see the vehicle begin to sort of wind up. You hear the gears in the track starting to go.
Hey Ricky, should we fly further down the path so you can bang the drum and floor?
Yeah, potentially. Otherwise, I was thinking telekinesis.
So this is telepathic, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, I can telepathic to him.
And then I.
Okay.
What do you got to telekinesis?
Who start throwing them?
So your call, yes or no? As it starts to pick up speed.
We'll fly down the path that we can.
Okay.
Like to try and get in front of him.
As in following it once it leaves.
No, like if it's starting up, we fly
Ahead of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're traveling the same direction as it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, way ahead of it.
All right, Varys. You see those two just take off into the air.
Yeah, I guess I'll just head in that direction too.
Yep. Okay. So once it sort of gets out of sight, sort of round a bend
Yeah.
on the carpet.
After it, yeah.
Cool. Crabcade. Second little wire. You're like, oh, it's happening.
Good. Crap.
Little did he know he had disconnected the esky.
He just taps a little pedestal fan that stops working.
You guys like microwaving something? You're just like, oh.
Hey,
That's going to take twice as long.
my burrito.
My robo-rito.
Burrito. So, you two, flying how fast?
Like as fast as possible.
Yeah, and like just try
Like,
and get
what's your speed?
60.
60 at max speed.
Yeah, flying.
Okay. So, pretty quickly it starts to catch up. And
Oh yeah, like once we're a bit ahead, I drop and play the Terra Cleaver song. Drop a 15-foot cube
Okay.
in the road.
All right, I just wanted to see how this was playing out.
Yeah.
So, you fly ahead until you're, a little bit away.
Yeah.
It takes a second or two for it to sort of build up some speed. And you slap your drum. And you just see the earth. A pit appears in the road. What are you doing, Thora?
I guess we'll hop on some rocks, like on either side of where the pit is.
Okay. Sure. Kincaid. He's crab sweating. Number 3.
My sweat is delicious.
Oh, I'll have a crab juice. Varys.
Just get crab on a treadmill and like sing this.
I can picture Kincaid, like before we have like a soup, he just hangs out as a crab in the
For a while. Oh, it's hot. This is gonna be so hot. It's so bad. Fire damage.
Ah.
Combat resistance.
So Varys, you are what sort of distance behind the train are you maintaining?
Sort of thing. What is it already in the ground when I catch up? Like I was trying to keep up with it,
Okay.
sort of thing. I don't know.
I'm just saying, how much of a buffer are you giving it? Like, how far back are you tailing?
20 feet, 30 feet, sort of thing. Not that far.
Okay, so you're going more above than behind?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, sure. Because as everybody knows, robots can't look up.
They don't have necks apparently. So.
Exactly right.
So dogs can't look up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Ed said something else.
Ah.
So that was equally unbelievable.
So, the hole in the road. You see the vehicle veer around it. It has tank tracks. If you waited for sort of an impasse where it couldn't go around potentially.
Yes. Finding a spot where it would be a bit more difficult for them to go around.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Not just like in the middle of like.
Yeah, I mean like.
The midfield. I'll never get around this.
Yeah, so you,
Tank.
impossible. You would have to fly a bit further then,
Yeah.
which is a
Yeah,
problem.
If we can. But yeah, if we're not going to be able to outrun it.
Even if it's just like rocks or something on the side that we can just use as.
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
fire
between
starter.
sort of large rocks. All right,
So it's going to make it tricky.
sure. Well, we'll say you wait until sort of the last moment because it begins to catch up.
Drop it underneath them, but then
You
that's
could.
sort of like,
Defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do.
yeah. Because yeah,
Just
we
hijack
want,
it.
we want the tank.
Yeah.
No, but we want the tank, so then it's like, okay, how do we get this tank out of the hole now? If we drop it in a hole.
Yeah, and I've also disabled the drivetrain.
Yeah, I hope that's the communication.
Chord number 4.
You guys as a mechanic.
Or has someone welding wires back together.
I'm sure they're pointless wires that they need desperately, but we won't need.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off like the cool LEDs that they've installed.
Swag lighting.
Yeah,
RGB. So,
The Bluetooth goes on the first line.
hey, come on, I want my driving tunes. So, you wait for as opportune a moment as you can, considering that they're catching up to you. Thing travels maybe 100, 150 feet around, so it catches you pretty quick once it gets up to speed. But you piece your pit sort of in between two rocks that you would assume this thing wouldn't be able to move over. Easily, at least. Are you intending to make it fall in the pit, or just make them stop?
Make them halt.
Yeah, just make them like stop and. I mean, hopefully it was going to have to be like turn around and go a long way or something, and then we can catch them when they've turned around. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't want them to fall in the pit because I want the tank
Yeah, so you're not trying to put it like
under.
5 feet in front of them so they.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. So, you do so, and you hear the tank treads begin to sort of crunch and grind as it attempts to slow. You hear that from the inside as you snip the 5th wire. One left!
Grab.
You hear it going. So, Varys, you're floating above it, unseen.
Following, waiting,
Yep.
see if we're fighting or.
Waiting to see what's happening.
Coming out. Yeah, just
Gotcha.
waiting.
To be fair, there's nothing flying around here. Why would they learn to look up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly robots.
So, can I get a stealth check from you two as well? You said you were going to hide. Why'd you roll twice?
I have the boots. The elven boots that
Oh,
I stole.
Who'd you steal them from?
The competition.
he used his time stop to steal them.
Yeah, I remember my time was running out, and I was like, I'll take from the pot.
Screw it.
Which was lucky because my first roll was a nat 1. But then that turns it into a 12.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
And
A 2.
2. Excellent. So, being that you're flying as fast as you can, you don't really get much of a chance to hide. But you do see the vehicle begin to slow, as there is a bit of an impasse. Is it a... How big's the pit?
15.
15 feet. So 15 by 15.
Yeah.
By 15. Yep. And you hear it as it comes to a halt. Kincaid.
That's got a skull out.
So, wait, do you have to expend a new wild shape to change from spider to crab? Is that how it works? Okay, cool.
So I burnt one off the staff because I'd used one for eagle.
Oh, yep.
One for spider.
Beautiful.
And one off the staff.
Cool. So, Crabcade. Could I get perception on you, Varys, just to see if you see
He absolutely is. None of the robots are looking. They're all looking outwards. So
Yeah.
I'm in the safest place on this whole video.
And he just stopped this entire thing.
Yeah.
Varus sees a tiny little crab going.
I sent Hermes to snatch him.
Okay.
Bird of prey.
What is this?
I don't think crabs have dark vision.
Probably not.
I've got blind sight apparently.
Oh, there you go.
Much better.
What? Okay. Crab all day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like 10-foot blindside. Any
No,
invisible
30
creatures. 30.
Wow.
That just means you can see with. That's not true sight or
Yeah.
or seeing
Blind
things.
sense.
That's just you can see without being able to see.
Yeah. You don't have eyeballs to see, but you can see through your crabby goodness.
Well, blindside you can see invisible.
Yeah.
If it's not behind total cover.
Yeah, if something's just invisible but it's standing right in front of you, blindside would mean, like, I can smell your body heat.
Yeah.
Whammy.
UV.
Is there anything invisible within 30 feet?
No.
A giant brain plus. Oh.
If only it turned into a crab sooner. I could
So-
have revealed the secrets of the entire campaign just by being a crab.
Yeah, crab defeats all. Can I get an initiative roll from everybody?
We would have seen in real life if you were a crab. Just want to point that out there.
Just putting it out there. Let us down there, Mr. Not a crab.
Crab at the time.
Okay.
Crab OP, please no.
I don't know.
30 feet. I would maybe think like, okay, you're like 10 feet. It's a little crab.
Well, are you looking at like a huge crab or is it like a
Just crab.
just crab?
Tiny beast, 11 AC, 3 hit points, 20-foot swim speed. Can breathe air and water and has a claw.
creatures?
Yeah, everything's a creature, and then within creatures are beasts, humanoids, dragons,
That's
rah, rah.
constructs probably.
Yeah,
Okay. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
Uh, 15 to 10.
10.
11.
Oh. Crab cave. Oh my. What'd you get? 8.
Crab, cat, 8, crab, cat, 8.
Okay, Varus. You see, as the train comes to a stop, you're alert. They don't appear to be looking at you. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
So like all of the mechanical things appear to be alive and moving.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll just shoot the nearest one.
Okay. Front 3 or back 3?
Back 3, because I'm presumably behind.
Okay. And would you like to target one of the 2 with a saw blade or one of the smaller units?
Probably the smaller one.
Okay.
Kill the ads.
2 seconds.
Kill the ads, then focus the boss.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, tanks up front, get an aggro.
Whatever the hell I am. I'm not DPS. Well, kind of.
DPS, some heals.
Utility, heal. Yeah,
Yeah.
DPS, heal, hybrid. And tank, kind of.
So you're aiming.
Soft support.
Heart support.
Half chub support.
Like in support.
Why?
Somewhere in the middle.
Because you're not flaccid support. You're not,
Okay.
You're not like a wreck
Sorry.
support.
Make your attack from stealth.
28.
28 hits.
Yeah, good to know.
9. Plus 5.
24.
24. What sort of damage?
Magical piercing.
Magical piercing? Cool.
Yeah. And then with the carpet, I will
Probably raise up about 40 feet into the air.
Okay.
and
So what would you be now? 90?
60.
60. Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
can a bonus action hide up there? Like, is it dark? Are they looking at the bottom of a thing trying to spot me against a black sky? Or is it like setting sun and there's a man on the carpet just above?
No, it's fully dark by this stage.
Okay, well then, yeah, 60 feet up and hide.
Yep.
With the bonus action. If that counts, which
Yeah.
if it is, it's 23.
Yeah, you just got to break line of sight, so easy.
Flat.
So you just flop over the edge, pop a shot, it hits.
Stick your head in. That's your hide.
Yep. And yeah, that's me.
Beautiful. Kincaid. You come out as a crab. The vehicle seems to have stopped because you cut all the wires. Is what you think, at least.
I wipe imaginary dust off my crab shoulders with my crab claws.
Oh, I needed that arm.
Damn it.
So, what would you like to do? Cool. All right.
I'm in the middle of the train, right? In this
You've come out at the front.
I mean, definitely just turn into a blue whale, right?
Oh, okay, that's an idea.
I'm just saying.
Fly up and turn into one. And it'll probably hurt them more than it'll hurt me.
Probably.
So you need to drop crab form.
Do that.
You need to drop crab form first.
Yeah, bonus action.
Bonus. Is this what you're doing?
That would show the carriage if you were trying to see
I
it.
mean, it's already kind of
It's
internally
it's full
through
of rocks.
Yeah, but what do you need to travel as well?
rocks and cut wires.
Yeah, but I can get use the front bit still.
Alright, we'll go over there.
To be fair, we did not think this through
Yeah.
now very well. So
Split a packet at the other
Just for a pocket chain. Wow, I'm so surprised that we, of all people, had a shit, not thought out plan, and it's ended up like this again.
Let's pancake those robots.
The people's whale.
bonus action. Turn back into myself. Then fly 50 foot above the back, directly above the back three.
Okay, so the robots at the front sort of turn as you.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you fly.
Yep.
So there will be one attack of opportunity.
What?
Only the one?
Yeah.
I don't understand that it's not 6. We're in the middle of the car. There's 3 on each end.
There are essentially two joined carriages. There are people at the front and back. So the little
I think I'm picturing like a couple of characters.
yeah, sorry, wasn't super clear.
No, but I'm picturing a tank. Well, I think because you said land train, in my head I'm like, train.
Right.
But no, sorry, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you would come out, the little wires connected at the front.
Yes.
There would only be one attack, and it is bad. It's one of the beefier looking ones.
You couldn't hit a crab if you popped out of a wire.
And then flew away as the total. So you fly past him.
And then
Turn into.
how much does it weigh? Well, it doesn't say.
It's gargantuan.
Yeah.
It is gargantuan.
Okay, so how what's that? 15 or 20 by 20?
25 by. Yeah, it's
Gargantuan.
That's 25 by 25.
Okay. We're gonna have to look.
This thing all week.
We're gonna have to look up how much it weighs.
Sperm whales are toothed aquatic mammals that can grow to be up to 70 feet long.
Okay.
So you're 25 currently.
Sperm whale weighs 50 tons.
Alright, so like 50 tons times 150 feet. What are we thinking? Like
it's
900 bludgeoning damage?
9,000
Every
pieces.
10 foot you take bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so.
I mean,
What was it?
depends on what
50 tons per 10 feet. I guess.
So it's
What does
a-
that work out
It's a
as?
16 meters is
500 d6, I think.
Wait, how much is
That's it.
50 feet?
50 feet, I don't know, what is it, like 3
Two
feet?
point-
So it's like 20,
16 meters is 52 feet.
Okay.
But for a 16 meter,
Considering 4 meters
Long.
is enough to kill most humans, yeah.
a 16 meter long sperm whale is 45 to 50 tons.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, so
50
how
tons.
high are you flying? You're flying 50.
50 feet, yeah.
Okay.
So it's got how much time to reach terminal velocity?
Yeah. What?
And what
Should I
kind of
maybe-
impact force will it
I haven't
unleash?
thought about fitting because it's the feet thing. That's not that far. Maybe I should fly higher.
What is
Maybe
it?
I'll do
Mass
next round.
times acceleration equals force?
Maybe I think I'll dash. I'll just dash as my action.
Okay, so flying straight up 100 feet.
But you can't wild shape if you've dashed. Okay.
Because I use my
Yet.
bonus action to turn back.
Okay. Good grief. So Kincaid's 100 feet above.
Extra 50 feet and then sperm drop.
I can go, yes.
150 feet, 50 tons.
We've evolved warfare. We've leveled up. It's like there's a castle on the hill. Not for long. Coming in from space. It's like a salmon swimming upstream, and it just wipes out the castle.
It's when we fight a shot through God.
It's like.
It's like, yeah, like, you know, on the last breath, you can kill me. No.
You can.
That's our spirit bomb.
Yeah. He's just flying up the whole time until...
Yeah, no, it's when the battle's going bad and Kincaid goes,
It's even better if we have to assault Shatrugh's fortress and we assemble like 15 druids. He's like, what's a bunch of hippies gonna do against my castle? Just 15 whales.
Regardless of if any of the druids
we
survive.
like catapult the druids and then halfway there, like, you know what's better as well? I think it's next level the one after I get like my last subclass feature, which is when, if Vin's out, if I drop to 0 hit points, I can pop back up on 1 and like blow up, and everyone takes fucking fire damage around me.
That is brutal. Thora, your turn as Kincaid flies straight up.
I will use my bonus action to animate my shield.
Okay,
So it pops out in front of me for 1 minute.
cool.
And basically I can use both my hands.
Lovely.
I should probably get out of the way of the danger zone though.
What danger zone?
We didn't discuss.
You just saw Kincaid fly up.
Yeah.
Probably you know, he's just going up there to cast some lovely healing magic. Or very helpful spells.
So how far away are they from us right now?
So you guys were on the side of the road at the front of it, essentially. So you'd be probably 15, 20 feet.
I'll use Conquering Presence on them. That's why I asked before if they count as creatures.
Okay.
Will Conquering Presence work on them? I mean, I'll try and see.
Read it to me, sorry.
Where are you?
Well, first, what's the effect again?
They're scared.
Frightened.
Frightened. Yeah.
Okay. Don't bother reading.
Hey?
You use it.
Yeah.
No impact.
Okay. Yeah, so you force each creature of your choice within 30 foot of me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. No impact.
Okay.
So you assume they are not intimidated.
Yeah.
Or can't be.
So it doesn't work on constructs, just flesh creatures.
Or they just might be immune to fire.
Yeah, they might just be immune to fear.
Well, they're
also
also
gonna be-
brains, so they could
yeah.
even process what fear is as an emotion.
They're also going to be immune to all of my psychic damage.
Yeah, true.
So, that's your action or bonus?
That's my bonus and my action.
Oh yeah, you did the shield too. Yep.
Yeah.
So the shield just begins sort of floating in front of you, but not in your view.
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the lot.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Rick.
Can I, like, are they, how far are they all separated? Like the groups of 3 specifically?
So there is about 40 feet between the front and the rear of the vessel. And they're all sort of 5 feet apart.
Yeah, but 40 between them. Not great. So I will cast Steel Wind Strike just on the first 3.
Okay.
Because it's 30 foot, so I can't reach the back 3.
Okay.
Yep. You keep your sunnies off until
Yeah, no sunnies.
You do have +2 from your upgrade.
Yeah. So first one
Hell yeah.
is 16 to hit.
Miss.
Second, 19.
19 hits.
Cool. And third, 16 again.
16. So
I'd love
it's not
to
so much
not
a,
rolling above 10.
it's not so much a miss. It's more they're made of steel, and this just sort of off them.
Well, yeah, one of them
Wind.
still takes.
One of them still gets hit though.
21 force damage.
21. Beautiful.
Not bad.
One of them sort of stumbles a bit.
And then so I'm up there next to
The furthest.
to the right.
Okay. Okay. So you can essentially choose whether you would like to be on the carriage with them, so like in melee with one, it would be 2, or off the carriage because one's standing at the edge. You could end your turn here and then drop to the ground. Okay. So you finish it and then land on the ground. Any movement?
No.
Nope. Okay. So, it is their turn. You hear a sort of sound coming from the floor beneath them. One reaches over to try and saw at you.
Me in half.
Uh, 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. A natural 20 for the second.
I will silvery barb in.
You're gonna barb that?
I'll give myself advantage.
Oh.
I wouldn't
I don't have the matter. Okay, I'll roll it here.
No, the tradition.
Oh, it's a 3.
Oh, good barbs.
Good barbs.
Right barbs.
Great
your
barbs,
barb.
mate. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Good grief, phone. Calm down. Okay. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from the two of you?
You wouldn't be. Am I within 10 feet of Thorodonga?
You didn't approach from your side of the road, so you would have gone shing, shing, shing. You could have come the other way, I guess. Yeah, I'll allow.
Yeah.
Let's say you landed back on the same side that you came from.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So you, hopped back.
Yeah.
Would make sense.
It's an 11.
What do you give me?
Plus 7.
27.
Sorry, not 11. That's a 9.
9.
Minus 2.
Gotcha. So, on the failed save, 29 lightning damage.
Ring of evasion thing to pass.
Okay, so you succeed.
Yeah.
Use a charge from the ring. So it's 29 halved for both of you. Lightning damage.
Is that 14?
Yep. And the smaller statured machine men lift up small rods and just beams of lightning at you.
Damn.
Lightning guns, you say?
They sound fun to use.
Lightning hand cannon.
The aerial artillery, you say?
So the one at the back hops up onto the central sort of area, like the closed section of the carriages, and begins to run forward. Can I get another save from the? Actually, if you're
15.
within 10 feet from his,
Is it like a chain lightning thing?
not chain lightning, no,
Oh.
but it in a line essentially. So from where it's at, it can.
Lightning bolt.
It's 22.
15.
22. Okay, 15 is the DC. Very nice. So that is again. Bit better. 35 on a fail or 17 on success. Lightning.
You've been hit by thunder with sun don't shine.
The rear two with the blades begin running towards the front. And that is their turn. Varys. From up on your carpet, you see Kincaid booking it. He just begins flying up.
Not one. Wait, are you running?
What would you like to do?
Yeah, just shoot the little one that I shot the first time as well.
Sure.
Take it to fall
It's a
down.
net 20.
Look out.
There we go. No, there's like a thing of like you fall X amount per round.
Yeah, it's like 600 feet.
So yes.
Per round.
Yeah.
That's a lot of feet.
6 seconds. 10 feet.
100 feet a second, essentially.
Yeah. Or is it 60?
We've got...
10 feet per second. I guess it depends on how high up you go initially when you start.
Ooh, that's a good roll for sneak attack.
We like to hear it.
Out of 6d6, it was 24.
4 plus on.
Jeez, yeah. Solid.
Yeah. When you fall, you instantly descend 500 feet.
Okay,
Like in that 6 seconds.
yeah.
No!
If you're still falling the next turn, you
Varys
descend
is like,
to 500 feet at
"Coward!"
the end of that turn.
Whoa!
Kill the next mouse on the way down. He's flat like a cat.
37.
On a natural 20, we might be seeing some of his
It's just 61.
Okay, what sort of damage?
Top 10.
Magical piercing.
All magical piercing. Nice.
There's no psychic or anything because they're robots. I don't even know if they have brains, so I'm not wasting it.
Yeah.
61
But yeah, just 61 of regular, well, not regular, but magical
Piercing.
shot to
Yep.
chest.
as your shard penetrates the same creature, one that just zapped them both. Just. I mean, it appears hurt. Still standing though.
Alrighty, well they've got, so that's 85 hit points or more at least a piece on the little ones.
Oh, we got them. We're big boys.
It's alright. Got a whale of a maneuver coming in.
We still land on this farm.
Raggy!
Run into a couple of workers doing their job. Decided, you know what, we're going to
Whale bomb.
Yeah.
Guys, whale bomb? Whale bomb?
We don't have time to be doing all this.
Feedback on the.
Don't have time to be doing all this walking. We need to be.
Okay.
The fate of the worlds is at
I
stake.
know we can break it.
We can't waste
Beautiful.
25 days walking when
So in the dark,
just exploded.
just.
Maybe these axes can take us there.
So that's Varys' turn. He's flown further back 20 feet. It's now Kincaid's turn.
The whale. So I can fly up. So I fly up another 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question is, do I do it this turn or do I do another turn?
100,
we need it.
100.
Well, because that won't even be all 20d6 potential falling damage. It'll only be 15d6.
You're dropping 50 tons of that.
Yeah, but it's 50 tons, so times 50.
That's the math.
So,
Says it right there in the rules.
Where are the rules for
Yes.
wild?
I honestly, I googled D&D whale bomber. There's so many threads
Yeah.
about it. Like, is it a thing? Like, and people are like, well, yeah.
I was going to say,
Dead, yes.
let me know what you guys think. I was going to say, because you will turn into a gargantuan creature and you weigh 50 tons, the fall damage will be multiplied, but you will also take multiplied fall damage. Because you weigh so much, you fall so much harder that, again,
How much hit points has sperm I've got?
yeah, have you got much of a buffer zone?
Yeah.
The thing is, when they die,
I've got 190 hit points.
Yes, I've got 92 spare, and then it's on hit. So if it deals like 300 or more, Kincaid may in fact pass away briefly.
And then we've got a
Yeah, and then we'll just,
No, but the best part is, because when you check in because you turn back, so there's no whale chance. It's just, and then Kincaid just then Kincaid Kincaid and they're like,
If Kincaid dies, he's got Godfoot anyway.
oh,
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Only killed him.
Don't even trip, dog.
And it'll just be.
Yeah, but he's got combat. It automatically uses it like you did with Ricky.
Okay, well that's gay, but oh well,
So, what are you going to do?
totally worth it.
I guess I'll drop it. If we're already hitting at sufficient damage.
These calculations start flying through your head as you're flying. You're like, wait, how high? It's too high.
I'll use my. So, 50 feet up.
So it's a good test case, either which
Yeah,
way.
exactly. You get a little safety net. So as you hit 150 feet up, you hit the zenith of your flight, and then just into this gargantuan blue whale. Sperm whale, sorry, not
Please.
blue. Get it right.
Sperm whales come in town.
The sperm whale.
Yep.
Do you yell anything before you change?
Free Willy.
It's sperm time.
It's sperm time.
It's sperm time.
I'd like that last remark stricken from the log.
Common ball.
Yeah. I quite like
Fraser.
Okay, King Guy goes, don't
Because.
run out, sure this will go whale. and then chuckling turns into a whale.
You can have a D6 of inspiration for that.
No, I'm gonna need it for the saving throw to avoid 300 bludgeoning damage. I don't know if you can avoid it. Surely I can do a
Death
save. Death save.
He just rolls.
Yeah. He does a commando roll over his shoulder.
Yeah, totally fine.
Falling from the side.
Well, just like that, as you're falling, like what, you're gonna kickflip off a tree as you're going
I
down.
mean, if there's a tree around, yes.
Yeah.
There are not trees, so no.
Off a rock.
So, 150 feet. What's the calculation? How many dice do you get to roll?
I think it's a D. Well, it's a D6 every 10 feet.
Yeah.
A D6 or a D10?
I think it's I hope it's a D6.
Falling damage done.
Yeah, it's D6 per 10.
Is that right for falling damage?
Yeah.
So 15 D6.
Times weight.
1d6 bludgeoning damage per 10 feet fallen.
What about with weight?
Well, I'll calculate that on my side.
They haven't got that in the rules because they don't expect the whale bomb.
Nobody expects a whale bomb.
It's a pretty good roll too.
Oh no.
6. Oh, this is only the first of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
13,
How many do you need?
17.
Not 17.
Well, that's really good. So 10, 16.
The whale bomb.
Well, that's another good roll.
Yahtzee.
See, the dice want it to happen.
Yeah.
Ah, you landed right next to my foot.
6, 4.
It's the whale rock.
Well.
Yeah, just
16, hang on.
remembering, I'm going to multiply this number by something.
I'm nearby.
41.
41. Oh, that's pretty nasty.
Times 5,000.
No, just times 50. One for each time. That's what we agreed on.
The planet is
We destroyed the realm of Mechanist, probably killed the Shattering Co. Remember living here.
Alright, next.
On to the next one, boys.
It's going around so hard, the gears underneath that's turning, it's kind of just.
I'm trying not to wreck the whole thing. I'm really just aiming for the last bit.
Yeah, like, you know.
As much
When you're trying to wipe out one beach hut with an atomic bomb, it really matters just how precisely you aim to hit
The whole point of this is to drive a vehicle.
Is that still the plan?
You are like 25 by 25. I don't know if you can fit
But
it.
I just kind of went at an angle so that I'll just drop and like only hit the back half.
Yeah.
I am the whale. I aim myself.
I am just so graceful, tactile, and precise when using a sperm whale as a missile on land once again.
In the air, he
Flying through the sky.
Yeah.
Going straight down just to make it a bit more pinpoint.
So, can I get an acrobatics check?
As the sperm whale.
Yes, as the sperm whale.
Acrobatics.
And you're doing a triple backflip as he's lying down there.
So genuinely, this is to try and position yourself accurately.
Angle yourself.
Every
Every
strength check.
fly.
The whale strength is pretty good.
No, it's acrobatics just for.
Swim speed.
Swim in the air gracefully.
It does not.
Well, this is actually okay. If we actually have to fight something and we can just lock me in there with it because I can't move, it's pretty legit. Plus 11 to hit on its bite. 21 piercing damage, and I swallow it, and it just sits in my stomach taking acid damage.
Delicious.
Or tail, 18 bludgeoning damage, or 37 if it's an object.
Wow.
Cool. Anyway, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
But you can take that without water. Oh my gosh! Seems kind of high.
Seems high for a hit.
I'm absolutely spending that D6.
6!
So, has it?
It's too rapid.
No, guys,
Swim through the air.
guys,
That's right, story.
just let him describe how this works.
That's a 45-foot sperm whale falling from a couple hundred foot in the air. I made an acrobatics check, and I rolled a 24.
For a while.
He's just thinking, you know, ocean creatures. They're just like me.
Yeah, water. It's basically the same. I'll just swim through it. It's just it's whale song that's like the Stuka siren, just like.
Air raid siren.
Yeah. It's the Kincaid air raid siren, and it's head first.
Well, with the exceptional number that you have rolled, you avoid Gimrick.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, probably beautiful bastard.
You're beautiful. Do you not try to get you? Well, I don't know what's happening. No, that's true.
Well, you heard him coming and you're like, oh, I can't move out of the way even if I wanted.
Yeah.
But he managed to wiggle right at the last second.
Like salmon's in the air.
Flop.
Yeah, he's going like head first, sees Gimrick, and just kind of like tails over.
Wow. So, the damage dealt. The damage dealt is 287 points of damage.
Nice.
Absolutely does.
No, it's our one. No one else will ever fucking top that. Like a whale revives insanity memoir or something.
Your form essentially, it weighs more than the carriages full of ore. You obliterate the vehicle.
Oh, God,
The figures standing on the
Didn't need to drive.
after I snip all the wires.
What's up with me? It doesn't work.
We don't even know what the wires did.
My sabotage, all in vain, completely wasted.
So, the figures standing on the train are running towards the front. From the rear, there are 3 running towards the front. There are 3 at the front, still on the front of the carriage. They are all immediately lost to sight. You just... The earth...
It's easily the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
Probably.
This from the walrus carrying
We've done
guys.
some shit, but this is up there.
We cooked Ronan with a meteor 2 seconds after he signed a deal with Satan.
After we revived him like 4 days before.
The earth beneath the vehicle essentially just collapses underneath all of this new weight. It buries into the dirt. It is deafening for the rest of you because you're like 10 feet away from this thing hitting the ground with the force of a meteor. It did much more damage than a meteor.
Hey, yeah, by the way. Keep that in mind.
You take 287 points of damage.
Yeah. Oh, I'm nearly dead.
I mean, I'm not. Hey, nearly. Right.
But let's put it this way.
What a track.
The whale form, after smashing this vehicle into the dirt, the whale form drops and Kincaid continues into the metal, into this solid, you know, few, like 50 odd ton
You hear the sound
vehicle.
of someone like cracking open a walnut.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit!
And as you guys look over this new crater in the road, you see Kincaid in a little ball, sort of buried into the metal.
Smoking. Fucking awesome.
So I just went from 123 to 25 hit points.
I'll give him a.
And that's with the 190 hit points of the whale taking the brunt of that.
I'll give him a 60
glad-
left hand.
98 left.
I'm glad the whale had a lot of health.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Kincaid pace.
I mean, there's our basic, calculations for using
Yeah.
a whale
This,
bomb.
this is literally like in
150 feet, and it works.
the last fight. We're all almost dead. Kincaid's like, yeah, ultimate sacrifice.
Don't worry,
You know what's sad is that we lost the stitch in time so that I could whale bomb. I'll do it again.
I feel great.
use it when you're above them. Like,
Just a stitch in there. Drop. Bang. I didn't know.
So the combat ends immediately.
I will 60 lay on hands him.
You rush in. His shell is cracked all through. He is bleeding out of his ears and mouth, just like, oh.
It worked, but we kind of wanted to take. Yeah, do you think? Do you reckon it's enough, right?
with like less.
The small whale got it.
Don't worry, team. I got it under control.
It's like a bathroom in there.
So the light of who's your guy in Tempest? The light of Tempest. It's no longer Tempest. You channel the power of Drokar. He's now the god that you serve. And the light that suffuses you, you're just like, oh, you feel your shell begin to re-knit together. I think we'll end the session there. As the smoking crater with Kincaid laying there. And I guess we'll pick it up next Sunday.
Okay, so for unit 454, we draw them off the tank before we whale bomb.
Or we just show them this and be like, hey, we need to turn around. Something with whale bombing.
Yeah, like seriously, there's some kind of whale storm happening in here. We don't know what it is, we can't explain it, but these guys didn't believe us and look at what happened to them.
And also, that was only from 150 feet. That was at 75% power.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you leaving was not a requisite.
Well, that's why if Vin Weasel's out, I can just instead when I go 0, you can dismiss him to come back on 1. Oh,
And
that's
explode
good.
again.
So, thank you for watching at home, guys.
This episode's called.
Yeah.
Whale bomb.
Whale bomb.